There we go. Good morning, good afternoon, and good
evening.
How you doing?
I got you. Sorry, it took me a second.
Number one, I do apologise. My browser has completely just froze, and apparently I got stuck as a Jesus pose afterwards when I got back into the stream. So I do apologise for that as well. So, hello, hostess with the mostess, Trans. How you doing? You okay?
Hi. No, I'm doing good. Kind of. I've been sick all week, guys. So I've just kind of been getting over sinus junk, all of this mess. But I'm okay. I'm not like in bed. I'm not like can't do nothing. I've been working and stuff, but it's just been. I've been working.
I think for the video, sorry for the audio people, to be fair, but basically she's here. She's alive and kicking as well, so that's good to see. But
yes,
are you excited for this evening? Well, for the podcast tonight?
I am. Yes, it's exciting because we got our first double interviewee episode. It's gonna be amazing.
I'm
all about it.
I'm kind of intrigued by it. To be fair, is it going to be like 1, 2? Unbelievable, fantastic guests that we have got this evening, because they've been here in the past. They've been here last season in season 1, but they were the individuals. Now they're the duets as well, so they'll be fantastic as well. Can we get a special announcement, and we'll try and get the chat in, guys. I'm sorry if you haven't seen the chat. I will get it up ready for you guys later. So can we get a drum roll, Trans? Can we get a drum roll? There we go. 3, 2, 1. Can we have? Thanks. That was beautiful. I didn't want to say it. Ledge. Right, here we go. Can we get the legendary Musa Penguin and also always Mr. Right?
Hello.
So we got the fantastic people we have as well. How you doing, ladies?
Hi, girls.
Good.
Wonderful. We're so happy to have you back. Oh my gosh. So good. I love it.
We're so excited.
Excited indeed. I know you guys. We normally say, "Are you guys nervous?" I don't think you are nervous tonight.
I've already done this once. We got this. It's all good. They've already done this. It's cool.
Yeah.
Reese has already gone.
It looks weird with 4 people. It does feel a little weird, but it's all good. It's all good. It's cool. I love it.
But like I say, thank you to everyone that's contributed into the stream so far. Now we only started like within 10 minutes, a bit of a delay. Some of your cuties on screen. Oh, shucks. Thanks.
Thank you, Aries.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah, Vanilla, you ledge. I'm not going to say anymore because I know what you're trying to go for.
I agree.
Yes, this is going to be
amazing, Reese. It is
absolutely. So, Musa and Katie, I've tested them basically the last few weeks, didn't I?
Yeah,
ladies?
something like that. Yeah.
Because I said because they didn't do the duet that they would have liked to have done last season in season 1. But I said, would you girls like to be the first ever duet for this season? And we would have been the first ever return duet, if that makes sense.
The first ever return guest and the first ever double interview.
Yeah,
but it's okay. Things happen. It is what it is. We worked it out anyway, so it's all good. But
it's all good.
They're here now. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
We still got it first. We still got it first. I'm all about it.
Absolutely. So normally, as you guys know, if you don't know how the podcast works, where the hell have you been? That's true. That is true. Because we normally do the first segment, which is going to be the PC console news. So everyone will know from us guys, will know what news articles going to be coming forward to, and we'll have our discussions and have our thoughts as well. Hopefully, we got the second segment, which is the build up to, or a separate segment into, or separate news article itself.
Before you go any further, Malk, I have to share this, okay? Because we've been doing a lot of dishes in the house lately, and I found a dish that I hadn't had in forever, and I absolutely love this cup. And I just wanted to share it with everybody who is here in the podcast right now. Isn't it amazing?
That's amazing.
It's so amazing. It's a sprinkle cup with the donut little stopper at the top for those who are on audio, and it's one of those little lock tops, and it's like, oh my god, it's the best. It's the best. I'm sorry, I had to share it.
That is fantastic.
It's amazing.
Nice.
I love it.
This is a little bit 10 out of 10. We have to get one of those signs up to say 10, 10, 10. It would be like all the judges.
Hold little cards up.
Yeah.
How about it?
Absolutely. So, like I said, the build up to the main article in the segment 2, and then segment 3 will be the interview with not only one but 2 lovely ladies as well. But these are going to be the questions that are the return questions. But this time, these guys are going to be combining together their answers to hear their thoughts in the sense of their streaming career since they last came onto the podcast as well. And also the segment 4, which is going to be the Ask Us Anything part, which I know you guys, you lovely people, are absolutely going to love it because it's going to be epic.
That's y'all's moment to shine.
Absolutely.
And y'all know it all. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. You're here enough.
And then it will have a little bit of a sign up before in between 3 and 4, which is going to be the update of the GTA RP side from Trance's point of view as well. I don't think there's much, is there, this week?
There's not much, but there's a lot. I'll explain when we get there. It'll make sense when I say something. It's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So, shall we start? Shall we go for it?
Yes.
Yay!
I love Muse and Kay. Yes. Do it now.
Let's go.
Oh, yes, please. Right, here we go. So, the usual segment is the PC console news. So we got about 4 or 5. I think it's about 4 or 5 articles. Correct me if I'm wrong. So Trance will be doing the Trance will be doing the news and the main segments, which is segments 1 and 2, and I'll got the fantastic.
Malk has his work cut out for him today, guys. So I'm going to try and blast through these news segments because he's got his work cut out for him. So there you go.
I have, to be fair.
Oh, hey, Day Senpai. He did pop in. You can hit the lurk.
Hello.
Just do the lurk command. It's fine.
That's all right. But yeah, and then segment 3, I'll do the questions, and then segment 4, we'll just do what we normally do. So, Trans, I'll let you do the honors of do the news articles for this week.
All right. Okay. So first off, on our news for the week, and I got a little echo. I'm not sure who's echoing, so y'all might want to check your sound. But first off, there's a report from IGN.com that Microsoft's it's IGN Middle East, but that Microsoft's Activision Blizzard deal is being investigated for insider trading. A report in the Wall Street Journal states that Barry Diller, Alexander von Furstenberg, and David Geffen invested approximately $108 million in Activision Blizzard days before the company was acquired by Microsoft, leading to a massive rise in the stocks for the company. For those of you who don't know what insider trading is, which I'm hopefully all do after about 20 years ago, something like that, it's investing with outside knowledge, kind of like Meta, still got echo. Their investment is still climbing in price and can be worth over $200 million if they keep the shares until the deal is closed later this year. The investment was made by private transactions through JP Morgan Chase and Company, who later reported the trades to law enforcement the day the deal went public. Both the U.S. Justice Department and the Securities and Exchange Commission have opened investigations into this matter. Diller denies the claims and says that he is a longtime friend of CEO Bobby Kotick, and von Furstenberg is a stepson of Diller. And Geffen claims also to be another long-term friend. Diller says there was no inside information given. It was just coincidence and a lucky bet. So, what do you guys think?
I'll start off to get the feel of it going.
Hydrates.
We've got hydrate. So whenever we get hydrate, all of us have got to do the hydrate stuff. So I can see Katie just struggle to open.
Oh my god! Dave Senpai get to 10 more tier 1 subs on my channel. I just noticed it as I was going through the channel. Oh my god, thank you so much. All the love to you, Dave Senpai. Thank you. I know you're lurking right now. I know you're busy. Yay! Thank you.
Nice one. Yeah, so basically, I've said this for many, many weeks, Trans, and you're probably sick of time me saying it. Blizzard, Activision, sort their shit out. They have sorted it out with Microsoft bought it, but then now it's been investigated by the inside trade. So is it going back to square one again? I hope it's not going to be a massive risk at this take, the way with the insider stuff as well. But it just depends on how everything goes with the shares. Can be very, very, very complex, and if you don't know how it all works, then you'd be like, you don't know what to do with it. So I'm just a bit worried for Blizzard, as always has been, until they sort their proper shit out itself.
Yes.
But that's a bit worrying and stuff. If it was me, to be honest.
Yeah.
As well.
Vanilla says, I personally think insider trading is common. People just don't get caught as often as they should. That's probably a good assumption, 100%. Kel goes, I will never get tired of hearing sort your shit out. When it comes to Blizzard, they really do, lol.
Kel, if you want an autograph, just say, and I'll put sort Blizzard shit out. Sign.
Blizzard, sort your shit out.
You should put that in your merch store.
Put that in the merch store.
Totally.
Yeah.
100%.
I think I won't be. I think I'll be retired after the podcast.
We need to do Bish Bash Bosh merch. Seriously, we need to have Bish Bash Bosh podcast merch. That would be amazing. I'd be so about it. We'll make it happen later. We'll discuss the specifics.
Yeah, I need to speak to you about the Spotify and all the other audio bonus features as well that we need to do as well. So. Totally. Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, I just do think it's before Microsoft got in and said, here you go, sort it out, all the other stuff. But it was a bit risky when they were going for the inside trade. Well, I say inside trading type stuff. But how about you, lovely ladies? What do you think of your aspect of inside trading itself? And I know Blizzard has been bit of in the shit house or the doghouse if you're in the bad terms as well. But you've heard about the Blizzard saga all these times, haven't you? By any chance?
It's been crazy.
I don't really know much about the situation. All I know is that Blizzard are sus as fuck and always have been. Hence why I don't use them. Literally, I don't use them for the specific reasons that were recently brought up in the past year, as we know. But like inside trading, like I think I kind of agree with Vanilla. Like no matter what sort of company, what type of what am I trying to say? Sort of sector they're in, you're always going to have that. And some people don't get caught, some people do. Like, is it luck? Is it not? Do you know what I mean? You're never going to know unless something. There's basically a form of evidence that reveals, like, clearly this was arranged or whatever. But so it's kind of hard to say when. Unfortunately, I don't know all the facts. Basically.
No, don't look.
I mean, I agree. It's kind of sus that they invested all that money like days before when the deal went, because I mean the company was faltering. You would normally sell because the company's stocks were going down, and so the company was faltering, and so like its value was really decreasing, and people were like not playing the games and like that. So yeah, I mean people still play the games, but I mean some people had just boycotted them completely. We've talked to a few people who have, but yeah, so I mean I think it's kind of sus. I mean it is all circumspect. I'm not going to say that it's like 100%, ooh, oh my god, no guarantees, but I mean it is all circumspect, but it is a little bit, it's a little
what
sus.
are the chances? I mean, being honest,
it's pure luck. Let's have a bet, shall we, of a lottery ticket itself. How about you, Katie? What's your thoughts in aspect in general itself?
I'll be honest, I don't understand what insiding trading is, so I don't think I'm the best person to ask about this. But
insider trading. Insider trading is just investing in stocks with outside knowledge. It's kind of like metagaming. Right. You have knowledge outside of what you should have, and you're like, oh well, there's like it. In other words, they're saying that these people knew about the deal before the deal happened, and that's why they put this money in. And apparently it was leaked, and it's illegal here in the U.S. Yeah. So it's a big thing. And it's huge. There's a lot of big companies. A lot of people. Some people got caught like, 15, 20 years ago, something like that. Malk. It was like worldwide news.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's illegal here. So because you're not supposed to invest with any outside knowledge. You're supposed to invest the knowledge you have on hand. And like I was saying, it is a little sus. They sank all that money in, right a few days before the deal was announced. So, I mean, I applaud, first off, I applaud JP Morgan Chase and Company for reporting it to the law enforcement, because they knew that this seemed a little bit suspect. This might have been a problem. They didn't think anything of it probably at the time, or they might thought it was a little bit weird, but okay, whatever, but I applaud them for reporting it to law enforcement and having an investigation started on the issue. So I do appreciate that a lot, because that shows a little bit of faith in humanity.
Yeah, definitely.
We have another hydrate, guys.
Oh, good deal. Fruit shoot. I love how you just do the fruit shoots. Just get it out of the way, Katie. That was legend.
I couldn't find any water, so I've just got 2 bottles of fruit shoots.
Legend.
I was just going to say, like, on the case of reporting, like, some people will probably think, why, it's not that big of a deal. But the reality is, like, if they haven't done anything wrong, there's no problem, right? It's just like anything, like, you report anyone for anything. If you haven't done anything, why are you so concerned? So I just felt like that. So.
Well, we should all know that Blizzard is definitely 100%, or maybe 200% sus city. Moment as well. But don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm glad Microsoft bought it. How ironic it would be if it went through without the Microsoft deal and then went with the inside trade and stuff. And also, not just Blizzard. What about all the companies? Would they try not sus? Do you know what I mean? Or just see what they're trying to do with the inside trading stuff? Would they go into that route itself if they were struggling like mad? itself. I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion. It's just like definitely 1,000% sus. Oh, let's just invest. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's go crash down the market itself, but hopefully not. But I just hope it's just. I'm glad Microsoft have just stepped in and said, "Look, they're going to sort the shit out, everything like that, and just fucking sort it out." Sorry,
Vanilla said there had to be some kind of memo circulating about the state of things. Just takes one person to take that info and use it to their advantage. 100% on that, Vanilla.
Yeah.
Reese goes, "You're not the only one who doesn't know what it is, so you're good." So it's good.
Thank you.
Vanilla goes, "Martha freaking Stewart was caught insider trading and she's still rich. Whoever is caught needs to consult her." And Reese is getting his 4 hydrates for the price of 1 while he can.
Again, mad scenes, to be fair. So, have you guys got any more before we go to the next article as well? No? And Aries says, "I have no idea. Don't worry. Don't worry, Aries.
It's all good.
It's
all good.
All good. It's all good in the hood."
It's a concept of like companies have information you're not supposed to leak. And that's like the state of things, like do not disclose deals, things like that. And so they probably would have been under a do not disclose. So if that information was leaked, it would come back from somebody on the employee on the company, or it would come back on Kotick himself, most likely. Because if it's his friends and and family of his friends, he's probably the one who would have told them if it wound up being the case. Of course, we're all circumstantial here. So we're all just kind of, we're looking at this from an objective point of view, but if it happened, it probably would have been him that would have released the memo once he knew that the deal was going to go through. But he would have been under do not disclose, so that's completely against the law. So,
absolutely.
Right.
So,
next article, by the way, as we move on. So last week we talked about the artesian builds thing because we were talking about that in our discussion about the grind for small streamers getting sponsorships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
PC builder that drew fury of small Twitch streamers shuts down indefinitely. This comes from PC Gamer. Oh, that last article came from IGN Middle East, like I said earlier. So the article was released on 3/9. And a few days before that, the company had said it was looking into a potential employee-led buyout of the company. But it seems that the company is now shutting down indefinitely. From the article, said, "We are sad to announce that, effective now, we are suspending all activities," Artesian wrote on Twitter. "Ongoing is analysis by outside counsel for reorganization to ensure fair treatment of clients, creditors, and employees. We expect more info by the month's end. We're open to assistance and investment," end quote. Another update that came from the article later on that I saw today, Gamers Nexus, who have been talking about this quite a bit this week, has published a detailed breakdown of the events surrounding the apparent demise of Artesian Builds, including emails with the CEO, Noah Katz, and employee messages on the company's Slack channels. It seems from the report that the uproar over the giveaway is not what is killing the company. The Gamers Nexus editor-in-chief Steve Burke says in his video that the Artesian business license was suspended by the state of California for some kind of tax issue. The company claims to have 50 employees under its umbrella, and Burke says that a company that big would most likely not be brought down by a bad series of giveaways. From the article, according to Slack messages sent to Gamers Nexus, access to the company's bank accounts was frozen on March 7th, and Katz authorized employees to stop giving refunds. The end of GN's video, a former Artesian employee states that they have been disheartened, quote, disheartened that it has been tarnished by an unserious person who made it clear that they respect neither their community nor their employees. So, what do you guys think about that?
Wow. That's a bit of a shock, should we say, to be fair.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's more of like, I don't know how to say this. It's more because of a few fury from the Twitch streamers. Were these streamers? Did they mention the streamer names?
No, they didn't. There's a lot of the ambassadors for the company, like we were talking about last week, that were upset about how Artesian Builds treated this streamer and how he acted about her not having enough followers across all her channels. But it was kind of a time thing. They're shutting down for reorganization. but apparently the company is actually dying out because of another issue that is a little further back. So we'll see how that goes going forward. But they are still doing assistance, which is nice for call-ins and stuff like that. But they're not issuing any kind of refunds. And they were talking about doing the employee buyout, like I said in the article, but they decided to just shut down instead. So,
I mean, it's just the same as what we discussed last week with like what you just said about the streamer not getting enough followers and all the other shizzle, shall we say. And it's just downright disgrace from them. But I mean, that's just the way for me. Just like because of a few fury of the small streamers, they're just immediately shut it down. Isn't that like a sign of like weakness, defeat, by not being honest with them itself? I don't know.
I mean, I feel like it just adds. I mean, I'll let you guys talk in a minute too about this. I'm sorry, but I feel like it is just an interjection. I feel like it just adds to a little bit of disrespect to the company in general. They already had tax issues going on, which seems to be the reason why they were having issues in the beginning. They were already having issues, so this just adds to that, in my opinion. So I'll let you guys go ahead and finish what you're saying. Sorry.
Cool.
I was just going to say, it just sounds like more of a in a way a cover up. Like they've already got issues, so they're just using this as the final sort of, this is the final blow. You know, when in reality there's actually something much obviously deeper going on behind the scenes. And unfortunately these streamers and stuff, they're getting the backlash of it. And what can you really do when you're in their position? There's not much you can.
No.
Yeah. I agree. True. I agree with you. Not having the ambassador program will hurt a lot of people who have been signed up for the ambassador programs. That's definitely a big thing. What do you have to say on it, Katie?
I was just gonna say the same as Musa. Really, I mean, it's obviously they've got other things going, and I feel like it is probably they're just trying to cover it up because they don't want people to know, obviously, that something's happening behind the scenes and stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was awful what happened to that girl as well. And, you know, I'm glad, obviously, she sort of sorted that, if that makes sense. Not with the company, but with other people type of thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was just, I think the same thing, really. Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, this kind of coincides with, like I said, just shady business practices in general and how they act. And Vanilla says Noah, the CEO, didn't negotiate anything. He just dangled that for the employees and then changed names on his licenses. So, I mean, I believe that too. I believe that too, Vanilla, 100%.
Can I just say to that Noah person, what a bastard for doing that. And that's true. Correct me if I'm wrong. That is absolute 100%. Someone sort Noah's shit out as well, to be fair.
Get your shit sorted.
Yeah. Because it's crap. It's crap. Yeah, but you can't just do that. It's like saying, well, Trance with a podcast, you know, since you brought out the idea, I'll just change it with my name and someone else's. You know what I mean? No, she would kill me on the spot. I would never do that. Do you know what I mean? Or no one else would do it on anyone else's. But this Noah guy, what a freaking bastard.
It's quite good.
Vanilla goes, Noah's biggest investors were his parents.
It's always the rich kids.
I mean, that's true. I can't argue that at all. It's 100% true.
I'm laughing, and also Vanilla's freaking right at the same time.
On the ball.
On the ball, yeah.
Totally.
Absolutely on the ball. But yeah, I think that's just damn right disgrace from him as well. And this is what I don't get. It's just like, why would they do that on purpose? It's just like, why don't they just be honest with each other? Just be honest to your customers. Be honest to anyone. If you've got problems, say it. Don't hide it. Just say it. Then people will understand why there's like saying, oh, if you say you bought a PC or bought something or bought an item from a shop, like, well, we can't open today. We can't say why, but we are closed for today. I'm like, you're always open 24/7. What's the big difference? What's the difference of that? This is what I mean. It's like
because they're sus.
What's the? Yes, this is going to be the sus.
Everyone is sus.
Everyone is
all the sus.
So you do know this is going to be called the sus episode from these two.
100%.
That's fun.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I love music. Just like, yeah, that's fine, and then you'll be like, yeah, there we go 100%. To everyone.
Manila says Artesian Builds has 2 locations. The former COO quit months ago, who handled the business part of the actual business. Noah just promoted his Twitch and giveaways before, which seems to be all he focused on after losing his hard worker. I mean, that makes sense, and that kind of falls into line with the tax issues. So there you go. It's like, oh, I'll run this place on myself, and then tax issues.
It'll be fine.
let's do some giveaways. Huh? What
Where's all the money?
Where's my money, man? That's it. Itself. But yeah, I mean, no one is shooting, to be fair. I'm saying, be honest. He is.
Just straight up.
I mean, I don't disagree with you, you know.
You gotta agree with that. But yeah, that's just mad, to be fair. And I just feel bad for all the customers and everyone else that's just got caught in this shit. It's like sort the shit out, basically, to be fair. But should we go to the next article before I really go into mode?
Let's go into the next article before Mal's going on a rant mode.
Yeah.
He's already started. Yeah. All right, next article we have today is from Dexerto.com. Apex Legends players demand Storm Point changes to fix the most boring map. Okay. With the announcement of the new map, Storm Point, before the release of Season 11, fans were excited for the idea of a newer, larger map for the base Battle Royale mode, but were underwhelmed upon its release. Now, fans are asking devs to make changes to it. Storm Point has been called the most boring map, and many fans seem to agree on the game's subreddit. Coming from the article, quote, hot take, Storm Point is the most boring map on Apex, they said. It's just too big, and way too often you'll just run around looking for a fight a good portion of the game. Best case scenario, you have an exciting early game if you hot drop, then a boring rest of the game. Worst case, you'll have boring early game, and then 90% of that game will just be running around looking for a fight.
Yeah.
Some fans have spoken on the slower gameplay on the map as well, saying it forces players to use high mobility legends or it becomes boring. From the article as well, it greatly increases time matches are played for, and in general, it just makes Apex a way slower and more boring game to play. Some fans have suggested removing POIs or adjusting map rotation, but at the time of the article, the dev company has not announced any changes to be made to the map for Season 12. Now, I know you guys have some Apex Legends experience, so this is one reason why I wanted to include this for you guys, because I wanted to hear your input on this, since I don't play it personally, so I would like to hear what y'all think about
I'll let Katie start this time.
Go for it.
Poor Katie.
Before I go on a rant.
No, it is a massive map, and the problem is everything that is in that quote is completely true. Like, there's been plenty of times where me and Musa have dropped down, obviously hot dropped and stuff, and we've won, and then like most of the game you're looking for people because the map is just that big, and basically the only thing you find are prowlers, which is obviously like these fucking dog dragon things that, you know, you find and they can kill you and stuff. And it's just it's so
boring. You go hunting. Hey.
It's just too big. Like, the thing is, they usually destroy maps on some of the seasons, so I feel like hopefully if they listen to obviously the fans and stuff, they might sort of like destroy a part of it, which might make it a bit smaller and a bit, you know, better for fights and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I do feel it is quite boring. It's just too big. There's too much in there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Vanilla,
how about you?
With your little comments, buddy.
Hold on, I was like,
Hey.
I am not commenting what Vanilla's just said. Anywho, Musa, let's see what Musa says. I'm waiting for Musa rant. EXE.
I love it.
Well, So the map statistically is 15% bigger than the average map size, and it takes the piss is probably the best way to put it. It's quite a situation of like Kate said, we do hot drop because there's no excitement. Like the hot drop is the excitement, and then if you are lucky to squad wipe 5 teams, which is a great feeling, you're then like looking for the last 2 squads. The map is still on ring 1 sometimes, and it's friggin' huge, and you're just listening for fighting, you're looking, nothing, and then suddenly there's 1 squad left and they've got a Kraber sitting in the ring. Like there's just nothing you can do, and it's just ridiculous. It's good for rotations. There's plenty of rotational options, and Valkyrie is really good to use because you can obviously fly up and kind of rotate through her, and obviously Octane and the cannons that are on the map. But other than that, it's not appropriate for ranked because it's too big. It's just it's just too big, simple as. Like they have to get rid of like an aspect of it somehow, because like I said, with Battle Royale you have the ranked aspect. Well, they can't have a map that's completely not going to be able to be used for ranked. You know what I mean? That'd just be really odd. So they have to do something to make it more appropriate for the game. I think going 15% over extra was too much. 5% more could have been appropriate. It didn't need to be so ridiculous. But yeah, unless you hot drop, it's boring. And then you still are bored after you hot drop because you can't see anyone. So
El Nilla goes, the map you can play Marco Polo on.
Hide and think, but you never find them. They just die. Like skeletons are just found thousands of years later. Like that's basically the map. It's just ridiculous.
I feel like if they used it obviously for ranked or anything like that, I feel like there'd be a lot of people just hiding until like the very last ring, and then you'd sort of have just this big huge wave of squads there, and it would just be chaos. Like it would, because people would want to save their points. They'd just drop off like at the very edge of the map and work their way in, and they just want to save the points and stuff instead of hot dropping and things. So but it would get really boring doing that.
We literally, when it's on pubs, we literally like, do you want to play some ranked instead? So we just got on a different map, so we don't have to play that map for like an hour and a half. We're just like, let's go do ranked. So we'll probably lose all our points, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's that
usually
bad.
Olympus that we're good on. So
yeah.
So I mean, I can relate on the level of like playing battle royales in general. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from on that, because the map is too big. It's ridiculous. Like you're hunting for people and there's things that can kill you, and it's just like, oh my gosh, this is supposed to be a fast-paced game. This is not supposed to be like an hour and a half long. So I can completely understand where you guys are coming from on that point. They could probably do some really cool creative ideas on it. Like, so it's called Storm Point. They could actually do something that would actually have like some sort of destruction event that would actually destroy a part of the map. And it probably would add some really cool topographical things so that, players could actually use maneuverability and stuff like that and use it to their advantage, get high ground, low ground, all that, and find places that they could actually jump on other squads with. So that'd be kind of a really cool concept to use for that purpose. If they decide to do it, because topographical effects in a map would be amazing, because different topography will give you a different advantage. So you get like a high ground squad that will have a lookout point watching out for the other squads, or have like a section that's low ground where people can run up on you unless you're hidden or whatever. So I think that'd be kind of a cool way to actually change the map without getting rid of the size of the map. It's just the size that's usable. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think that'd be kind of a cool concept for them to do that. But I don't work there, so.
I mean,
God, Vanilla. We love you, Vanilla. You're so great.
He's an absolute bugger, I know. Love it a bit, to be fair.
Hi, V. How are
hello.
you? All the love, darling. So good to see you. Thank you for coming and joining.
So, I mean, from my perspective of the battle royale type stuff as well, I do agree. They need to sort out the shits again. I keep saying sort out the shits with the maps itself. To be fair,
it's just the answer to everything.
Yeah. But it's just
yeah.
it's just annoying because it's just like you need to. I understand if they want to try and make it different or something aspects of different games, but don't make it too boring for your fans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what I notice is there are some game companies that do well with the fans, and they love with the fans. Because they're the community. They're the ones that pay in 50 quid or $60 or $70. You know, all that money. How dare you, Vanilla? I'm going to kill you after.
Picturing him out playing a Fall Guys map that's 15% bigger. And that's awesome, darling. If you need to lurk, that's all good. I love lurkers on my channel, 100%. I have a lurk command if you want to hit that. So
it is a bugger in there, to be fair. But yeah, but it's just annoying as well, and you just like run around like a headless chicken just to try and battle, and then what's annoying is you go all that way and you like lose out to someone that you've never seen on the last
the Preds.
The Preds, yeah.
You run into a Pred bold Wraith and it's over.
The worst.
So it's
hate them.
I think Muse and Kay have just said the exact same words, and they were just absolutely perfect.
100%.
With that. 100% with
We're
that.
on the same wavelength with this kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's a good thing, though.
Yeah,
it's a good thing. That's why we got you guys in, so you can bring your minds together and just like get your thoughts in at the same time as well. But yeah, it's just mad, and I need to try and get that sorted as well.
One thing I don't really understand, though, is how they didn't foresee this. You have testers. Are you telling me all your fucking testers were playing going, yeah, what a great map. Look all this space. I've not seen anyone for 23 minutes. I don't think I just don't understand how that happened. You know what I mean? We played it, literally, our first day we played together. We actually won, didn't we? If you remember, we won our first game together on that map, and we just went. We've seen one team, 23 minutes. It's just ridiculous. It really
the
is.
testers just like to look at the scenery.
The testers go for placement points, clearly.
Yeah.
My God.
Musa.
Testers were Arma 3 players, RTK says.
Yeah. Can I just say, Musa Katie, fucking fair fucking play for that. They're like, testers, what do you do? Tell us how your thoughts were after 3 minutes.
Oh, it was a great map. We loved it.
Yeah,
it was amazing. Great.
Freaking
Send it. It's gonna be great. They're gonna love it.
You know what? Just show me the money. Go. Just send it off.
Vanilla says playtesters were texting and ordering food in the middle of that map. Probably.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
They were like, the game lasted 20 minutes, but I got to eat my meal. In between.
That's ordering food. Yeah.
Yeah. Legit. Oh my God. Legit.
Right, I will say this.
My chicken nuggies arrived before it ended.
Yeah.
That was great.
That's me when I order McDonald's.
Oh, that's a good point, RTK, bro. What if the testers were only asked on what the map looked like instead of how it played?
Well, if that's the case, I'd say it's a bad company.
Yeah.
How you know what I mean? That's just not how game development fucking works. So.
Yeah.
It might look pretty, but I tell you, to me, it still looks like shit because I don't have good experiences on it. So I can go on the beach.
It's not good utility, but hey, it looks pretty. Lots of
brilliant,
beautiful.
Can I just say we have the announcement of the next Apex Legends testers of Musa and Katie. We're like, fucking sort it out.
Give the people what they actually wanted, to be fair.
Totally, 100%.
We've got so many hours in the game. We know what we want. We've probably got a combined hours of
what was
probably 4,000 hours.
Yeah. I like the demographic for sure. 100%.
Quick one, sorry, for you guys, because I know you two are absolute Apex goddesses, should we say, or hostesses?
Yes. Yes.
Well, whatever. You know what I mean.
Milk, never apologize for calling a female a goddess. Thank you.
No, exactly. I was like,
just saying. Never. Hi, Luciano. All the love. Thank you so much for playing Apex Predators. Yeah. I love it. I love it.
I wish we were Preds. My God.
But I mean, what was the smallest map that I don't play much on Apex, so I can't really say. But have you ever played the smallest map? Is it an actual smallest map that they've had?
I would say probably the smallest would be World's Edge, maybe.
Yeah. I was thinking that is quite a small map.
I wouldn't think it's massively smaller though.
No.
Well, in Battle Royale, you kind of smaller is kind of better in a way because it moves the game faster. You know what I'm saying? And you can get your rotations in and get your ranks in a lot faster. I mean, because I have experienced the Battle Royale, just not that particular game. But I mean, it's better in general to have a smaller end as opposed to a bigger end, unless you're going to do something else with the big map, like have more interactive pieces or something. Something to that effect is great, but for actual battle, not having to cover as much ground is better.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that big map should have been done as part of the esports, big teams and all the other stuff. Exactly. That's what it should have been done, not unless they've just brought it there just to get them guys to try it out and test it out as well. Vanessa says 7 minutes in heaven, the ultimate battle royale. I do not know the answer. Well, Katie saying yes.
There you go. You got your answer, Vanilla. There you go.
You don't like running simulator.
Daddy said, "My gosh, you don't like running simulator."
I don't run in real life. I don't want to run in games.
I just wanted to say there's a thing that me and Katie do where we'll be like, if we're on Storm Point, for example, we'll be running for so long looking for people and we'll be like, we're out of breath and we're not even running. Like we've just been running for literally 17 minutes solid, like not found anyone. And it feels like a bloody running simulator at times.
Luciano's
running and losing simulator.
Firestorm also blundered because the map was too huge, like only 60 people.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's just mad scenes, to be fair. I just hope that they sort it out and, get the fans what they want.
Do something with the damn thing.
they have so much opportunity. They could make they could bring in a lot more environmental factors, where maybe they could even change like the storm, they could make it so it comes in faster. With harsher, damage, or they can do whatever they want, and if they don't do something, then I'm gonna be a bit questionable on do you even care what people think, because I don't know anyone who really likes Storm Point, because the only people who would probably like it are people who are too scared to actually fight, which you're playing a battle royale game, you need to kind of fight people.
Yeah, it's kind of important. It's kind of a thing you got to do. Somebody goes, I think that's why Fortnite took off, which is a good possibility. They made more interactive things and things that you could do, even though the map is so huge. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with it. That, and it was the proper amount of cringe for people to meme it out. 100%.
Absolutely. And have you guys got any more from the Apex before you guys go into Rage EXE moments as well?
No.
That's a lot I can talk about with Apex, as much as I love the game. But
Fortnite did have planes, Luciano, 100%. Yeah, good old days for sure. That was pretty cool, actually.
The famous terminology is back in the day. Back in the day. Back in the day, Fortnite used to have. Back in my day, there was planes in Fortnite. Now there's just shit on that. Anywho, let's go straight. I believe you got one more chance for
one more article. Yeah,
one more article. So carry on.
Okay, so our last article for today, E3 2022 is rumored to be a digital event again. This comes from comicbook.com. Rumors have arisen that E3 will again be a digital-only event for the second year in a row. Now that rumors are floating around, it is thought that the organizers of the event, who haven't said anything up to this point about their plans for the event, will make official announcements of their plans sooner rather than later. From the article, quote, the latest on the E3 rumors comes from Tom Henderson, who said on Twitter that emails have been sent out to developers informing him that this year's E3 would be held online. Talks of E3 being digital only were heard earlier in the year, though They were also speculations that the event might be canceled entirely, similarly to how it was canceled in 2020. Assuming this latest rumor is accurate, we will see the event back again this year, end quote. This is good news for those who had planned to watch the event from home anyway, since everybody's still trying to come out of pandemic mode, But it will also lead to more events to keep track of, because all the companies in attendance will be hosting their own press conferences and showcases. So feel free to discuss that as you will.
Okay. Yeah. So for this, I mean, we all know E3. They get you the latest games and everything like that.
Yes.
One, it's great for having digital, but at the same time, it's very annoying because I bet the people wanted to go and see it live or play it live.
Yeah.
As well. I mean, I was meant to go to at the UK. It's called Eurogamer, or like the Eurogamer version of E3 itself, where you can play the latest games or the old games and stuff coming out. But that got cancelled about a few weeks ago. So it got cancelled. So we'll never get the chance to experience that again. So hopefully they don't cancel it again later on in the year itself. So, but I just hope that hope that everything goes okay with the digital side of the stuff, which they'll do anyway. But be quite interested to see how like Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, how they're going to expand from what they have done from the last E3 as well. I mean, that's a big turning point for the companies itself and making it the best there is, and to be the best number one competitor ever.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
But I mean, I hope they'll get sorted with the pandemic stuff. I mean, I will be honest, I don't think we're ever going to get out of it for probably about another few years, I reckon, to be fair, like completely, I think, anyway, with the pandemic side of things. But personally, I just hope that, everything gets back to normal and we get back to our normal lives, which we are slowly getting there anyway. But with the digital side, it's just helping us to chill out at home, relax, and have a few beers as well. But how about you, lovely ladies? What's your thoughts of E3 being digital on screen this year, coming up as rumored?
I feel like my opinion's probably going to be the most different in the room.
Go ahead.
But why? Like,
why?
I just don't really understand the need to make it digital. I mean, what sort of time of the year does it take place?
Summer, usually.
Summer, right? Yeah. Okay. So, I still don't get why it has to be digital, because like I understand the pandemic is still a thing, but it's like not like it's reduced massively. It's now becoming basically the flu. Like we're all in a situation where we, like in the UK, we don't have to wear masks. Most of us are vaccinated. Most of us have boosters. We have normal lives now. So I don't really understand why that, like, if it's in the summer, which most people are going to be like outside, it's going to be more aired out because it's going to have aircon, windows are going to be open. I just don't really understand. People can wear masks if they wanted to. Like I would never pay for a digital event. Never. You'll never see me do it. But an in-person event, of course I would, because it's the experience, right? What they could have done is offered digital attendance along the side for those people who maybe felt like they're not comfortable going into like a big event yet while the pandemic is sort of still happening. They could have, made the events, a reduced capacity for the in-person, event. There's loads of things they could have done. The problem is if we continue to kind of act like the pandemic is like the end of the world, we're not going to enter normality. Do you know what I mean? And to me, that's saying we're not there yet. I mean, like I said, in the UK, we pretty much aren't. You know what I mean? So it just feels a bit conflicting because they're also going to lose out on money. Which, once again, companies like that, they think they want money. That's what it's for. So that's just my opinion. I just don't quite understand why they've done it that way, but.
We got a couple comments in the chat over here on my end here. They were reminiscing about the good old days of Fortnite with The Rock in Fortnite and Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak in Fortnite. Kel says sucks. Some conventions are still only virtual attendance. Only I'm going to a con next week in person. Finally, freedom out of the house. Lol, awesome. That's great. We've had live music come back to Nashville here in Tennessee, so that's a big thing as well. Daddy Senpai goes, I'm glad we're getting things like E3 and Nintendo Direct Digital. We don't have just 3 developers releasing games anymore. It's not 2007 anymore, and gaming has such an enormous online presence. You might as well just keep it online, not to mention half of the E3 games never see the launch. Good point, good point. Lucky Luciano says, why? Because it costs money, and Vanilla agrees with the statement. Vanilla says, if Disneyland is open, a convention can be open. E3 probably just likes that it's up to all the other companies to produce content while they save on venue. Daddy Senpai says the world most likely won't ever be normal like it was. So, yeah, we're getting back to some sort of normalcy to some degree. Even here, I mean, we don't have required for masks, but some places still suggest them. But, and I work around kids all day anyway, so it's probably a good thing that I wear a mask anyway all day. So, because kids carry germs that they don't even know about, that you don't even know about sometimes. But, yeah, we're getting back to a normalcy, and I get where you're coming from on that, Muser, 100%. You guys are getting back to a place where y'all are able actually to go back to your normal lives, have outdoor events and things like that again, which is great. I feel like it may be a matter of being more
responsible.
Safety over an issue, I guess is what it is. They're like, well, might as well be safe, better safe than sorry. So if somebody doesn't get sick at the event, just do one more digital event and maybe we can do it next year. We'll see. But it could also be a matter of the money too, since so many businesses were shut down and they didn't really have as much venue coming in. So that could be a reason why as well too. They save money on the venue. The companies can put their own content out. It seemed to go over well last year. So we'll try it one more time. We'll see how it goes. It could be another temporary thing. It could be something that they want to move to in the future. There's no guarantee about it either way because organizers haven't spoke up on it regardless. So we'll see how the organizers, what they have to say about it coming up. But go ahead, Katie, with your aspects on this as well too.
To be honest, I think most of what I was thinking of has been said. I mean, I agree with Muser in the sense of we do have to sort of get back to some normality, and I feel like obviously, like Vanilla's just said as well, if a big place like Disneyland and Disney World and stuff like that, they're open to the public and things, I feel like if they did have the money to obviously hire a venue and things like that, they should sort of be able to do it. Do you know what I mean? Because some people quite like going to these events and stuff. Not everybody wants to sort of hide behind computers, and they don't want to sit in the house all day. They actually do want to go out. And I feel like the world is a bit safer than it was 2 years ago when COVID first started. Obviously, as Muser was saying, it has, it's just like the flu now, basically. Obviously, there is still, the other variants out there, and, that's a whole other thing. But, it is a lot safer than it is at the moment, than it was. So, if they did have the money to do it, that they should do, because people want to go out, they want to live their lives, they want to enjoy themselves. I'm one of those people.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I do agree. I mean, everyone's had their opinions as well, and like I said, there is some places where like Disneyland and all the other companies and all the other stuff, they're still open, but I do agree with you guys why the digital. I know I said it's easier to be for people who do want to get out, which is understandable, and they don't want to, that's their preference and stuff. But at the same time, it's great to have the experience and enjoy the banter with all the fantastic people, and you think, I can beat these guys at FIFA, or I'm shit at Apex. But if I did, it'll be a pure luck in a tournament type stuff. And just hope we don't pick that map at all, to be fair.
Chat is popping off right now between Daddy Senpai and Vanilla. They got some back and forth going on over here. Bullshit, Daddy Senpai. You are not innocent. Don't even. And that comment you made earlier, that's not true. I know better.
They're just sending some love during the chats, aren't they, as well?
They were saying, let me see. Vanilla had said the world was never normal. It just changed to degree and fucked up, which is not wrong. You're not wrong. 100% Vanilla, 100%. And Daddy Senpai had wound up getting COVID even with all 3 shots, and he got bronchitis on top of that. So they've been going back and forth about that and the conversations back and forth right now. Yeah, right. Whatever, Vanilla. That's not really true. Gimp suit and leopard shorts is not innocent.
Bloody hell, Vanilla. Every time.
Throwing it back, man. Seriously.
Unbelievable. It is innocent. Yeah, right. We'll remember that next time.
We've had you on the show twice, and I hang out with you every day in the city. I know better. I know better, Day Senpai, 100%.
Muse and Katie think like, what the hell is this Daddy Senpai up to?
Seriously, if y'all didn't watch the episodes with him on here, you should totally rewatch them. It'll make sense.
Yeah. What was you going to say, Muse?
I was just going to say I've seen worse. It's fine. I talk about worse on my stream, so this is just like, I'm just like, yeah, this is normal.
Yeah, fine.
That one's directed at you, Malk. Today somebody's made a comment directed at you.
Oh.
Wow,
okay.
Well, sorry, I've got an itch on my face. There we go. That'll be it. Right. So I believe that's all the articles. Is that right?
That's all the articles. That's all the news today. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. News. It's all the news for segment 1. And it's been over nearly an hour and 5 minutes for the first segment, which is normally the average time that we have been doing, which is good.
Yeah.
Which is good.
We're getting 4 articles too, which is good.
I know it's all good. It's all good in the hood as well.
Yeah.
Here we go. Segment 2,
which
is going to be the main Vanilla. It's a bugger again. So main discussion topic we're going to be talking about. So I said Trans will talk about the topic that we're going to be discussing today. But what we've been told before we started the podcast itself is we had to watch a particular video. Not what you're thinking of, chat. Not what you're thinking of.
I gave him some homework, chat. I gave him homework. Yeah. I said, watch this video. It's only 9 minutes. Just watch it.
Yeah. They'd be thinking, what the hell's going on with this 9-minute video? It's but like I said, hopefully everyone has watched it, and let Trans talk about the main topic.
Yes. And no, that's not the discussion. The main discussion is not why Daddy is innocent. Thank you very much. Oh my God, Daddy Senpai, really? All right, today's main discussion today, and I came across the news articles as I was doing the notes today, and I'm not looking at the chat right now, so I don't know what Bob's laughing at right now.
Yeah,
but okay.
There's my answer.
Man, chat just wilding out today. Oh my God. No, so the main discussion today is that the Unreal Engine 5 has been revealed. And I was looking through it and I noticed the card about this. So let's talk today about the future of graphics in games. And the video I had them watch was the video released by Unreal Engine on their YouTube channel of their most recent demo, which actually is a current demo game that you can get played on PlayStation 5 in Unreal Engine, and they talk about the specifics about why this engine is better than the last time. The article I got it from, the actual link, was what we know about the first Unreal Engine 5 games in development from PC Gamer. They were talking about new games coming out that might be in Unreal Engine 5, so they were just kind of speculating. But I was talking about the graphics, and I want to tell you guys, if you have not seen this video, I highly recommend you go and look it up now, because this video is like jaw-droppingly gorgeous. They're doing an actual demo, real-time play, and talking about what affects the Unreal Engine 5 will help with the actual visuals of the game, as well as the developing aspect of it as well too, what the developers didn't have to worry about and stuff like that in the game. So I am hoping that all you guys got to see the video. So I really wanted to discuss this, and I wanted to get your input on where you think this is going to lead the next generation of games going forward. Personally, I will flat out say Unreal Engine 5 looks like a movie. It does not look like a game. It's like Pixar level quality. Amazing. Absolutely stunning. The visual effects, the lighting effects, the actual design of the world and how all of the elements in the engine work together. They have like little bugs and stuff like that react to the lighting effects that they're talking about in the video, and they actually react to the bounce of the light, which is really amazing. So I mean, I personally think that it's just going to be absolutely stunning, and we can talk about what we can expect to see and what games we'd like to see put on Unreal Engine 5 too on that point. But I'll let you guys go ahead and start on any other aspects that you guys have on this particular topic. So
would you lovely ladies like to start on this?
Who wants to start?
Well, I was just going to say, I didn't have time to watch the video, but I've just got it up now, and it looks amazing. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yep.
I want to know what this game is as well. It looks boss.
I know, it looks really cool. The game's amazing.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Like, it's such good quality. It really does look like it's a movie. Wow, it's just amazing.
It's just a shame that I mean, I love the do you remember the Uncharted series, like on PlayStation itself? Imagine if they did that in Unreal 5. Oh my god, that would have been
oh
epic.
Man, I'm gonna share this in my chat. I'm gonna share this in my chat for this video link, so you guys can go and watch this, so you can follow along with our discussion, see what we're talking about here. And Malk, if you want to share that too, you can. I just think that it's amazing, absolutely gorgeous. That's the game they're doing. That's the one they're talking about. RTK, the Matrix, the new Matrix game thing that they got coming up. That's a demo that's coming up. That's the video that they're talking about there. That's the one we're referencing right now.
I've put it up on my channel as well, so you guys can have a look at it if you're not sure what we're on about as well. Yeah, as I mentioned about the Matrix, yeah, they did the demo version of it, and that looked unreal. Unreal.
Go figure.
Touche.
So you say.
So you say. It's unreal itself. Oh man. I don't know why I said that, to be fair. It's just out of the blue, to be fair. But it's just mad, to be fair, itself. But yeah, it's just fantastic stuff from Unreal Engine. And I just hope that from the graphics that they did, it kind of feels like watching Indiana Jones again, like on that scene that we watched on the video. And I can't believe how they did what they said. They explained it was like millions and billions of triangles, like the graphic side of things, inside a little bit of detail, and they like reprogram it like as you move along, and it's just like, and
that's amazing.
The effects as well, it's just insane, absolutely insane. I just hope that we'll have more of this.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like saying how are they going to up that ante when it's coming up to like PS6, PS7, or Xbox 720 or Xbox 1080? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or anything like that type of stuff. How's that going to work? Are they going to up it, or they're just going to leave it as it is? Because that's going to be the more challenging point. But that's just stepped up again on like unbelievable scenes. But how about you, Musa? What's your thoughts of the?
Well, yeah, it looks lovely, obviously. I mean, coming from someone whose favorite all-time series is the original Doom series, it's definitely a fucking step up, I must say, going from blocks to almost a movie. So, I would, you know what, I've always said though, you know, for Doom, I know that they released like obviously Doom 3, Doom 4 and stuff. But I would love to have today's graphics, but the old style game, you know, the puzzle aspect, because it used to scare me as a kid. Imagine how scary it would be with today's graphics, may I say. Oh my god, a fireball coming to your face. Do you know what I mean? That'd be brilliant. So I wish they'd remaster it, but it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. But I think it's just going to be lovely. It might, you know, that sort of graphics that we obviously saw in that video, that might turn me to play in some more single player games potentially. I mean, for me, my favorite single player game is Dragon Age Origins and 2.
Yes,
and
I love it, so good.
I've always appreciated the graphics on there, but compared to that, it's almost like comparing this. It's so blocky and stuff still. Imagine Dragon Age with that sort of. It's just beautiful, because for me, it's not just about the storyline, but like if you've got a good storyline, you need good graphics, I think, to really enhance that sort of that gameplay. So I'm really looking forward to seeing if they bring out anything that's going to pique my interest with those sort of graphics. I think it's a very exciting time. And I know you guys said about what are they going to do in the future to kind of up this? It's 2022. We don't know what's going to happen in the next 20 years. Something that we could never have imagined could be found and made, just like the internet was and all this. You just never know. We could be bloody proper 4D, one day. Like, I know you can go to the cinema and it throws that like shitty fake snow at you and stuff, but I mean, one day it could
what
be actual like
4D.
But I've never done it, but but it tries to immerse you into the film and stuff, and I think one day that's gonna peak one day. So yeah, it's exciting times.
So I'm going to go through some comments in the chat here so we can catch up with what we've been talking, because a lot of people are talking right now. Luciano said Ghost of Tsushima 2 with Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, that would be amazing, because that's a beautiful game already. Absolutely stunning game. And Vanilla goes, I can barely handle thirsting over Digital Men now. Don't do this to me, Unreal. Daddy Senpai says, fun fact, I went to Full Sail for game design and I got to see some weird, wild shit with so many things as far as engines go. Yeah, there's some beautiful stuff that's in the works. And this is brand new cutting edge technology that they're talking about here, where it's reactive and it's dynamic throughout the whole game. And it always changes, and you can change the bounce and all of that stuff, which is amazing. And RTK made the comment about UE5 already shown in the Matrix game. That's the one I was saying. Yeah, that's when they're showing. Daddy Senpai goes, that makes sense. But actually, as I mentioned, when I was on the show, Rooster Teeth was sponsored by them and did a podcast. I believe it was with them a while back. So I went to look. I actually wanted to develop my own series for a bit, but I was going it alone and it was hard, which I can 100% understand, because it's already really challenging for me and Malk to do this every week. So I completely get where you're coming from.
Absolutely.
RTK says Ghost of Tsushima sequel would look amazing. It could definitely be made since the Mongols invaded twice in the span of 10 years. And Kel goes, lol, SAO, hack sign are the future of graphics. And Daddy Senpai says, I'd love to have a high detailed RTS in VR, which would be gorgeous. Absolutely. Luciano says art direction brings to graphics, but still imagine the open world story games that we could see in the near future. 100%, which is why I was like, watching this video, and I don't really know much about graphics and game graphics. I know a little bit, only because I'm with somebody who knows that stuff. So for me to be able to, and also I like the fact that they broke it down for people who are watching the video too, for people who don't know what it is. And they were talking about how the reaction and what the technology advances are and why it's a cutting edge thing for them right now. It's good for the developers too, because the one developer was saying how he doesn't have to worry about, how things are going to go. He can just work on creating a game and then put it into the Unreal Engine, and it automatically has these interactions with all these different, triangles and pixels and, geometry that's in the actual design, just reacting to what goes on in the game. And I love games that are extraordinarily immersive. I mean, that's a big thing for me. Like, if I am watching you go through something and I'm not immersed by the story or by what I'm seeing in the world, then I tune out. That's just me. And I'm like, I don't want to play that game anymore. It's boring to me anymore. So for me, this is like a massive thing. Like, to see this demo that they're doing in real time and breaking this demo down as they're playing it in the Unreal Engine is like huge, because as I was looking at all the aspects of it as they were talking about it, I'm like, oh my God, the texture on that mountain looks so gorgeous. Look at the design of this stalactite. Look at how her fingers are reacting on the door frame. Because they were talking about that's one of the things that's part of the technology, reactive parts of the, things that normally would react with the body, and how she reacts and how she interacts with things around her as well too. Look at the way that the insects are reacting to the lighting effect. It's really, really, it's something to me that I'm just like, if you play it first person, you would literally feel like you're starring in a movie, and you would see the world around you in a quality that you just can't, like, we couldn't comprehend probably 15 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like massive. It's a massive advancement, and I absolutely am excited to see some of the games that are coming out. I know that Ghost of Tsushima is a gorgeous game, and that sequel would be gorgeous in this particular engine. There's quite a few remakes they could do as well of older games, like you were saying too, Muser, that would look beautiful with updated graphics and updated dynamic lighting and stuff like that with this particular engine as well too. So on that position, we can probably transition to talking about games that we would like to see being shown in this engine, unless we have more aspects to talk about with the engine video itself.
that could be a good question for the Ask Us Anything later. Never know. So, but for me, I mean, back in what Musa should have said when she was mentioning about the Doom series. Back in my day, yeah.
To be fair, it wasn't actually back in my day because Doom was released in 1996. I was 1998, so
that was my day.
It wasn't my day; it was my brother's day. That's how I got into Doom.
That was the year I was born.
And back in my brother's day.
It doesn't have the same ring to it. You can't use it. It doesn't work. Scrap it.
Damn.
Rejected itself on there. Yeah, back in my day as well with Doom. Look at those graphics. It's like pixelized itself, like those walls, the gun, the fireball. You just run away with
it. The guts on the walls, the hanging body. I'm sorry, but imagine how terrifying this bloody game would be in those graphics. Because I remember, like, you would just, obviously with it being first person, you would literally just walk past blood and guts hanging from the wall, and then like blood street. But like when you go back to it, you're like, oh, this game is a bit shit. But I love it. I've completed it like 50,000 times, even today, because like it's just the game. It's classic. But with those graphics, my God, it would take it next level. I think
100%.
No, it should be twice the next level because that's the gore and everything. Imagine like the blood squirt, like blood pouring down on the walls itself, and you're trying to shoot these monsters out of nowhere, and you got these fantastic booster gun as well. Back in my day itself, it was classic. To be fair, just reading some of the comments as well. Vanilla says Unreal Engine 5 horror games will be insane.
Yeah.
Imagine Resident Evil, the first one, but in Unreal Engine 5. They probably have not done. That would have been epic, and bloody scary at the same time. With I can't remember if Nemesis came out. Was it the third episode? Well, the third one, I think. I can't remember, but basically, it was mad. To be fair, absolutely mad. RTK says, I know Rockstar has its own engine and stuff, but imagine what their next title would look like if we already have an image of what future games with highly realistic graphics look like. Absolutely.
Mind blowing.
Thanks. I was about to say that.
Well, you didn't, did you?
I did.
I beat you to it.
I just got told by the lovely ladies as well. I've just been summoned.
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate it. She got my back.
Got to stick together.
Exactly, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Luciana says, Doom or Mortal Kombat on Unreal Engine 5? I'm going to ask that question to the guys later. Save that question for later. We'll save that question for later.
I think it was speculation, but that is a good question, 100%.
Yeah. Everyone will just want an Orange remake.
Yeah.
Me,
D.
Yeah.
I haven't even played it, but I agree. Yep.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, totally.
100%. Guys, have you got any more from Unreal Engine? Like your discussions of it and what the graphics? Like
it's going to be stunning. The games that are going to be coming out are just going to be jaw-dropping. Like, and it's not going to be hyper realistic, but it's going to be realistic enough to just border that line of hyper realism, where the actual like the world you're in is hyper realistic, but what you're doing is not. Yeah. And it's going to be like a nice little marriage of the two, since hyper realism freaks people out. Yeah. Too realistic, oh my god. But I mean, yeah, I think it's going to be gorgeous, and the ambiance of games coming up with that particular lighting and all that is just going to be just, I don't know, absolutely stunning, and people are going to be just, so excited for what's coming up. Seriously. RTK.
I don't disagree with you there.
All right.
Anyway.
Absolutely. Itself. I am absolutely speechless, to be fair, because we don't know what to say, to be fair. But RTK, you just actually just summed up the main discussion topic, to be fair, about topic. Fantastic stuff as well. So that was the second segment of the main discussion topic. We're going to have the interview with the streamers as well.
Hello.
I know. It's just.
No. Oh no, bro.
That's okay. You've already been through this once.
You've already done it once. And
now I have my webcam on.
You can be identified this time.
Yeah.
It's different this time around, Trance. Damn it.
If I say something stupid, you can see my face.
Don't worry. I say stupid shit all the time. It's all good.
It's all good. It's all good in Z Hood. Don't worry. You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely
all right,
fine.
darling.
Yeah, it's nothing to worry about. Just a reminder, guys, if you are joining the stream, we do not ask any of the streamers, can we have their numbers or addresses or anything like that at the time? Because they would kill me on the spot at that time. So that's why we never say those questions.
Would too, 100%.
Yeah, they would, to be fair.
Yeah.
Depends who's asking.
Depends who's asking. Well, I think that kind of summed up my answer.
Luciana goes, bro, I bought Elden Ring today, and to be honest, it's not difficult. It's more so that I am just too scared to engage in combat.
That's why it's not difficult.
I understand that feeling, Luciano, 100%.
Absolutely. So, so what we're going to do, guys, is this is the return questions. Now, this is going to be a little bit different because obviously what we do with the return questions, we do it for the one streamer that's returned back from season 1 or come back from the current series that come out as well. So, Vanilla, I'm not even going to answer that question for you, mate. So reject that. So what we're going to do is the questions that we're going to be asking. What we're going to ask you as well is we'll get your combined answers as a duo together because I know you two as Apex. Yeah, mad scenes. To be fair, so you guys ready? All good? Ready to go?
Maybe.
Nervous? Nervous?
Hang on. I want to try something. Hang on.
Go for it.
Hang on. I've got to try and. It's mirrored. I can't do it.
There you go.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Almost.
Forward.
Hey, almost. That works.
Hey.
Hey.
It doesn't work as well as my background's gone.
I'm like, fuck. Which one?
Also,
my brain does not understand.
Also,
I have that problem whenever I look in a mirror. I'm not even like. Am I brushing the right side of my hair? No, damn it.
Also, Musa was just like the claw.
I like how he understood quite early on what I was trying to do though.
Yeah. And then also it was like part of the hand of Katie's hand was just like disappearing as she was trying to connect.
Look,
girl.
Yeah.
Hold on, I lost my arms.
No, now she's just a floating head.
Yeah, mad. To be fair, so here we go. First question. This is we've asked the question. Well, we've asked the numbers to ask it live for normally 8 numbers, but I think the guys have been shared by 4 each, so we're going to do 1 of each. So, Katie, okay. What particular goals have you achieved since you were last featured on the show? So combined with you two.
For me, I haven't really like progressed much on Twitch itself, but like I have a more like regular community, I'd probably say, like is my achievement. Like I know I've always going to have a certain level of people in my streams because they're there every single time, you know. And I think that for me, that's like my little. I can't believe that sort of actually happened. Like it's sort of actually become a proper community. Whereas I know I used to call it a community like prior, but like it's not until it actually becomes sort of regular that you sort of realize, holy shit, these are people who are actually coming down and sitting and watching me for hours. Like, why? Why? Why are you doing this? You know, so that would be my little thing. I think.
Why? Unbelievable. How about you, Casey?
Well, I think I'd probably say I've made quite a few regular friends that we play with on stream and stuff. And obviously play with them off stream and things. So like that's one of my goals, obviously, was to make friends and stuff. And I think I've done that. I really enjoy everybody that I speak to and stuff. So yeah, that was one of my goals.
On that comment, Muser, I completely understand where you're coming from on that, because that's how I feel with the show every week. Like, we now have regulars that come in every week, and you guys blow my mind that you guys come here just to bullshit with us and hang out with us and laugh and talk about shit with us. And that just warms my heart so much. That's totally a goal, 100%, to have like a regular community. And you guys, I can completely relate to that statement, Muser, because I feel like that every single week here at the Bish Bash Bosh podcast, completely. So it is a great feeling to have that, to have reached that particular status where you have a regular set of viewers, which is just amazing.
It is, to be fair. I mean, without the work, without everyone, and without the constant pestering and the determination of trying to get from A to B, it's just immense stuff. And I'm still gobsmacked with the podcast, how it all grew from last season. To be fair,
yeah, that comment's a bit sus. Just saying, super sus.
Does seem a bit sus, doesn't it?
You should see the comment that they're referencing. That's the worst part about it. They're holding it over my head for like 2 weeks already. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Naughty.
Yeah. Let's get to the next question before it gets worse.
Before Vanilla goes any further with that comment.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So the second one is, what was a game that you didn't expect to enjoy but ended up liking, and why?
Dead by Daylight.
Nice.
I don't know why. I watched people play it and I thought, this is a bit strange. Like, I thought I'd be a bit scared of playing it, but then I've been playing it a lot more regularly with obviously Muser and other people, and I absolutely love it. Like, I've been playing it more than I've been playing Apex, and that says something.
Wow.
Yeah.
We absolutely love it.
It's awesome.
How about you, Muser?
For me, it's like every game that I end up playing, because, like I said, I'm so stuck in my ways that it's very rare that I will try a new game. And the only reason I tend to is because other people, okay, Katie, has basically got the game, and I'm like, please don't leave me. So I end up playing, and then I like it. So, for example, Valorant. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get Valorant." I'm like, "Oh, please don't."
That means I've got to get it.
I literally said, "Well, I'm not getting Valorant." Now I stream Valorant every Monday, so same with Dead by Daylight. Like, oh, I'm not gonna, it looks boring. Plays Dead by Daylight. We've played it every day this week.
Yeah, to be fair, you had Dead by Daylight before me. Like, you got it when it was free, didn't you? And then I just bought it afterwards because it's like, oh, we should play this. It looks fun.
Yeah.
I love that. It's just like, that looks boring. And then you tell your mates, I hate that game. I don't like it. And then they find out, oh, you've been playing 200 hours of this game. I wonder what's
You're like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Oh well, look at that! I'm playing this every day.
Totally.
Yeah.
24/7, no sleep. It's mad scenes. Okay.
RTK, you're not wrong. That does sound like a hentai 100%. And Vanilla says, DBD, who doesn't like Michael Myers in a hospital gown?
I think you'll find Jameen who doesn't like, the artist and the huntress,
Ooh.
I don't like them.
Well, I don't like their abilities, but I mean, they're all right.
Well, if you put it that way, yeah.
Bit of nurse.
Wow. I was just trying to prepare for the question. I just heard, what's going on here as well? So, next question is, so I know this question is about your individual branding as such, but I might elaborate a bit. How did you come about your current brand for yourselves? But would you ever do a combined brand between you two in the near future as well?
That sounds like an excellent idea.
I like it.
I don't know what we do though.
I mean, to be fair, we literally always stream together and stuff, so it wouldn't be so far-fetched, It would. I mean, potentially, I've already said to Katie that once I've qualified as a midwife, my plan is to move towards her, because she's the most important thing in my life, pretty much. So if that happens, we could totally have like a setup, and I know she has a husband, but fuck him. we can have a setup, and we can maybe do like a collab thing,
User, you can be wifey on the side. It's okay.
I pretty much am anyway. Let's be honest. Come on. But yeah, like it's not a far-fetched idea at all. I don't think. Like for us, why not? I mean, we already stream together. Everyone's hearing the same like jokes, hearing the same conversations, seeing the same gameplay, just from a different point of view. So probably watch this space. Maybe.
So best
your life husband on the side. I like it, Vanilla. I like it.
I feel.
There you go.
To Katie's husband, we're sorry for any technical difficulties during the podcast itself, but there is no disclaimer.
Sorry,
so
you've been replaced apparently. This is what it is.
Pretty much.
Oh, he knows. It's
you just
fine.
gotta deal with it. This happened.
Okay. I love how Katie just said, "Yeah, it's fine." He knows.
Yeah,
that's fine. That's it. So is that going to happen? Is that going to rumors?
Potentially, we'll say rumor. We'll say rumor.
We'll have a think.
No. There's no such thing as thinking or maybe. It's either yes or hell
or
yes.
hell yes.
We have a potential leak on the Bish Bash Bosh podcast, guys.
Don't tell anyone. No inside fucking trading, okay?
Don't put bets on us.
I wonder what the name would be called between you two then.
It would definitely probably be Apex related.
It would have to be.
Because, that's how we met. So it's definitely got to focus on that sort of aspect.
Vanilla.
Damn it, Vanilla. We're just trying
Vanilla,
to have a nice
by
time.
the sounds of it, mate, it's you who's leaking with these comments, okay? Go sort yourself out.
We're just trying to have a nice time here. Wholesome time.
Wow. I think Vanilla's just got owned completely, to be fair. Thank
you won't deny it, I don't think.
Thank you, Musa. For that, I'll give you 100 bits on your Twitch channel next time.
Hey.
There we go. But that we'll find out if it's the rumor's going to be true in the next couple of months.
To be confirmed.
Yes.
To be determined. To be determined.
As for
Stay
our
tuned.
yes, please do. As for our individual sort of branding.
I
wouldn't say. I mean, for me, my branding was easy. Like, I don't know if I said like when I was last on your stream, but my name, what it means. But Musa is
touched on it.
I think we did. It's ringing bell. I'm getting deja vu, basically. Musa is the fan base for the band Muse, one of my favorite bands of all time. It's on my wrist, that sort of thing. Penguins are my favorite animals, because in my opinion, like, because they're very, they propose to each other, shit like that. We all know the story of penguins. It's fucking adorable. So thus I exist. And then for my picture, I don't, if anyone has ever seen my actual logo, I can't draw, so I had this idea, got someone to do it for me. It's basically a little penguin with a nurse hat, because obviously I'm a student midwife, so passionate, very passionate. And they're holding a little Nessie, who we have here, my little Nessie. And Katie's Nessie and my Nessies have both met, and they've had a drink together, and they had a meal together. So they are best friends. They did. And that's my brand, basically. My brand is penguins and, swearing,
penguins.
Basically.
Penguins and swearing.
It's okay, that's 100% valid.
we basically, and then we have like this combined brand now where it's memes and music. So Shrek is always involved, memes, vines, TikToks, and movie references. So when you come to our stream, that's what you see, basically. That's what you hear. You'll just hear us say stuff like "don't care," like just randomly for no reason. We'll just be playing, and that's what you hear.
It's great. I love it.
This is why we love Musa and Katie on the show itself.
They're awesome.
For that. Absolutely insane. I am absolutely speechless. Oh, you might have to do something called Nessies or something, or like something related with Nessies
that might
as well.
work.
Because you two got the little cuddly toy of the Nessies, the dynamic Nessie duo as well. Oh, that'll be a good one. See, if that does if that does come up with a copyright, just give me a nudge.
Just give him a credit. He'll be happy. He'll be fine. Just give him a credit.
Don't credit him.
Oh, you can have 1p per pound we earn.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
That's not a bad deal, to be fair.
Deal with the 7-Up itself.
You heard it here first, guys.
You heard it first on the Bish
round table negotiations right here.
Absolutely.
What about you, Katie?
Yeah, how about you, Katie?
What's your brand?
Well, mine was just my name, obviously. But I decided that I wanted to do a different brand, something that was like, a nice name, something that was easy to read and that. And I was talking, obviously, to Musa, and I think Aries was helping as well. And we were trying to think of names that would go well with sort of that were Apex related. And my name is part of a quote that Loba says. So yeah, that's how my name came up anyway. It was lovely Musa's idea because she's full of excellent ideas.
Awesome.
I don't really have like a logo or anything at the moment. I'm still trying to sort that out. But other than that, that is my brand. Basically, it's Apex related. I absolutely love Loba. She's
our love. We love her so much. We do.
It's just life. So I had to have something with Loba related.
And also for reference, the quote that it's referencing is "The girl with a cold hard cash is always Miss Right."
There you go. Yeah, because you went to always Miss Right is what you're now at now, which is awesome, which I like. I love that. It's great.
Yeah,
definitely Miss Right as well. Always.
Well, thanks.
As you can see, the blush is kicking out on the screen itself. Bless her. The Orchid Aries says Nessie's cute. Absolutely. Yes, I remember discussing the names.
Yeah.
So that was good. But yeah, absolutely. Yes, itself. So, what have I said? What was that? Yes, I have. Just double
think
check.
That was 3.
Yes.
Was that 3? Yeah.
Here we come to the 4th. Sorry, 4th one. Ooh. If there was one book series that you have read that you could make into a video game, what would it be and why?
I don't really read.
That's okay.
That's all right. I'll tell you what. I'll rephrase it. If there was any part that you saw, a TV program, show.
I'm so sorry.
Bless you. That was great.
That was loud.
Wow.
It's over me.
Wow. I am speechless. I just got told by.
Just sneeze.
Thank you, Aries.
You, by the way, bless you.
I've been blessed.
Been blessed by the.
I will be right back, guys. I'm gonna mute for just a second.
Yeah, she's just laughing herself in a minute. They were laughing as well. If there was any shows or books or anything that you've seen that you thought, oh, I would love to see that turn into a video game. Is that any easier, Katie? For you?
Squid Game.
You would love to see Squid Game.
I would play a Squid Game video game. I know there's been variations been made online and stuff, but like an actual Squid Game, I would play that.
I think that would be epic.
It would.
That would be
it
really,
would be really
epic.
good.
I reckon there'll be like loads of people who try and sabotage you during the Squid Game, so they'll try and block you. You know, the first one when like
Amazon.
Yeah. We got the Amazon updates so far. We'll find out more. Amazon.
What we're
buying.
I
was waiting on this. I'll tell you guys later.
Okay.
I'm gonna let y'all have y'all's moment. I'll tell you later.
Vanilla, you're a bugger, as always. But how about you, Musa? What's your thoughts? Is there a book? Was there a show that you thought, oh, I wish they turned that into a video game?
Well, I'm gonna make a statement of so because I had to read so much for uni, I don't read anymore. So basically, the only books I've ever read are 50 Shades of Grey and the Crossfire series and Sixth and the Sid. So we're in a bit of a situation here where I can't really, say specifically. I mean, a sexy game. I'm up for it, but
that's a whole market. It's a whole market.
It is like instead of like anime girls, let's make it more realistic with this new graphics, eh? Like, why not?
There you go.
My only other TV show that I can really think of, like that I think could make a really good, because Squid Game is absolutely, I completely agree with you. Lucifer. Now, hear me out. What I mean is, imagine a detective game, but like not just like the search thing, but like an actual immersive detective game, kind of like the NCIS series that was on the Wii. Where you are actually interacting with the crime scenes, and that would be really good. That's the only one I can think of off the top of my head, other than a midwifery game. Like, imagine delivering babies and stuff. I don't know. I love medical games, so kind of like
Midwife Simulator 2022. Midwife Simulator.
I was thinking more of the surgeon game,
Surgeon
Simulator, but midwife simulator.
Catch a baby! VR. Oh my god! Can you imagine doing it in VR as well? In real, shit! Catch!
But what would happen if you were in VR and you didn't catch the baby and it just fell on the floor?
Well, I mean, that wouldn't.
It could.
It can happen. It can happen. But if they're on the bed, typically it will fall onto the bed, won't it?
Yeah.
I guess. Unless I don't know. Maybe the baby. never mind. I was gonna say maybe the baby goes. I don't know.
There was one time I delivered a baby.
Baby eating, I don't know.
And the lady was standing up, and I have never delivered a baby like with a woman standing up before, because babies come out fast. I'm gonna let you know, like after the crowning comes out fast because of a lot of things. But I was like, shit, gravity. She was standing directly over a concrete floor, so I put like
oh god,
like a mat down and towels and stuff, and literally my heart was racing as that baby was born. I was like, please don't fucking drop it, please don't fucking drop it, please. It happens. Midwives do drop babies, unfortunately, because gravity and wetness and the contractions, you can't avoid it. So it could be
that why I'm the way
I
am?
Yes.
There you go, we figured it out.
I looked at your medical records. Can confirm. Your dad dropped you, not the midwife.
Well, he wasn't there. It was my grandma. So do you reckon it was her?
Oh, yeah, it was her then. Sorry. It was one of us.
Whoever was in the room at that particular moment.
Yeah, just whoever it was.
Yep.
You next time just say your family. That works.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
The family member.
Family member itself. Heat says 50 Shades, a great game for the win.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Ed Liam.
I'd be down. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, like I said, it's a whole market. I mean, there's a whole section of Steam dedicated to nothing but sex games. Exactly. I mean, seriously, it would work. It could happen. It could happen.
I think he'd buy like 50 copies of it. Intended.
No.
I also first over Lucifer, I must say.
Yes.
He is one of the reasons I'm
totally
not fully lesbian, let's be honest. Like, just putting it out there.
Okay.
What we talked about last time she was here?
I'm just saying Lucifer is delicious, and anyone who disagrees with me, they've got problems.
No disagreement here. I'm with you on that.
No, you disagree.
Now just like I'm very straight, so I cannot agree with you.
Yeah.
Listen, you can appreciate a good-looking man, even if you're straight, as a straight man.
That's a good point.
Do you know what I mean?
You can say, yeah, he's attractive. Totally. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my god, imagine.
No, it's behind the computer screen.
No. It's under the mattress. What are you talking about?
Totally. You can be confident enough in your sexuality, Mal, to say, yeah, he's a good looking dude. Yeah. I can see why people would be interested in him. 100%.
Okay. I agree in that sense. Fair play.
See? You're good.
But
that's gay. No, sorry.
I knew it. I knew I should not have said anything. Damn you! No. Damn you!
I was gonna say my husband, like, you know, he always says that Ryan Reynolds is just like gorgeous sort of thing. You know what I mean? Totally. And he's a straight man. Do you know what you can appreciate? A good looking man, even if you're straight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, fair play. I'm not. Look, at the end of the day, fair play.
Don't fluster. You're okay.
I'm not flustering. I am.
We're just making the point to say no to it, because there are a lot of men. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna state this as a thing. There's a lot of homophobia and biphobia from men. Mm-hmm. No, like, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter your sexuality. You can appreciate, like, you know. For example, like, there can be girls who are straight, but they can go, "Wow, she's got a great ass," you know. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You can
all the time.
Women
all the time. 100%.
Yep.
I can appreciate the eye candy. I get it.
Yeah.
Yep. I same.
See?
It's kind of like, for example, I'll be honest, like, transgender people aren't my preference, but I can say, God, they look great. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Doesn't mean anything. I can just appreciate them.
Fair enough.
Space for everyone.
Or Malk's getting jumped.
Apart from Malk, no safe space for Malk.
No. This is the very last podcast of the Bish Bash podcast.
I am retiring. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Vanilla goes, babies just bounce on the umbilical cord, obviously. There you go.
I wish it was that simple.
Kel goes, speaking of Lucifer, how about a supernatural video game? That would be dope. That would be hella dope, Kel. That really would.
Yeah.
Vanilla goes, if a straight guy finding another guy attractive turned them gay, I would be marching over to Chris Evans' door right this second. Hey.
Mad. Absolute mad. I can't believe that's 4 questions already. We've got another 4 to go. Oh, okay. This is quite interesting because I know you two are always the duo of the streamers. If you could co-stream with a famous streamer, who would it be and why? So, would you ever co-host with a famous streamer as a foursome? If that makes sense, like contender. I didn't say contender. Togetherness itself.
I would probably say, is it Ace? Is it AC? Or Shroud, probably. Okay. There are a couple of, I'm not going to name certain names, but there are a couple of partnered streamers who I think are toxic as fuck. That's all I'm going to say. So I definitely wouldn't touch them with a barge pole, female or male. So they would probably be my next best,
I tell you what, fair freaking play to Musa for that. Touche.
Don't care how famous you are.
Good point. It's a good point. Truth, 100%. Toxicity doesn't choose.
I was expecting the shotgun moments on the toxic people as well. Pew pew pew. Itself. How about you, Katie?
Snipe shot.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know. Maybe Lulu or Pokey. I quite like those two. They're
cute.
They're just that cute, and they just seem like they'd be a lot of fun to play with. Like either Apex or Valorant. They just seem like they'd be fun. Chilled,
non-judgy as well.
Yeah.
I tell you what. Have you ever thought of discussed with you two which famous streamer you would ever work with together as well?
That's a good point.
Probably those ones that have been mentioned, like, because the thing is, me and Katie, we really like the aspect of female, empowerment and stuff. So it'd probably be like a female streamer, who we know it just is all about good vibes. There are some streamers out there who really do care about your ability, and I just. Who's got time for that? Come on, we just want to have fun, don't we?
Yeah, we just have chill vibes. We don't care if you bottom rank. You're really new to the game, and you need teaching or anything like that. We don't care. We'll play with you because we just like to have fun. Do you know what I mean? Whereas obviously there's some people that are like, oh, you've got to be diamond, you've got to have such amount of kills, you've got to be able to hold yourself and all this crap, and it's just like, no, we just have fun. We love to have fun with anyone.
We've also taught a lot of people, haven't we, how to play.
That's a good thing.
So it just goes to show that we don't care. Like, we're gonna just be there to have a laugh, and if we see you improve, great, we're gonna be hella proud of you. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, Kat, for example, when we first met Kat, she was very sort of self-conscious about her ability, but within the probably 5 months we've known her now,
she's brilliant.
She is our level. She is our level.
Nice.
And she's brilliant.
That's a good feeling too, to watch somebody who you helped learn the game and helped get better, become actually better, and get to a much better abilities level. I do that every day with kids. I get to see kids overcome their own fears and overcome things and do things they never thought they could possibly do in my job, and it's a really rewarding experience to be there with that person and to help celebrate that progress with that person. It really is completely 100%.
Absolutely. I mean, it's good that what Arius has just said on the comments, these two, Musa and Katie, aka the legends, these two are always hyping me up whenever I improve in Valorant, etc. I mean, I would say the exact same words, because without these guys, I don't, you guys know, I just here for just for the lols, just have a good time. Do you know what I mean? And at one point, it was like, holy shit, we've improved by 1 point as well.
Yay.
Good. Like, you know, we really love playing with you, and you know, we love playing with Aries as well. I think you both improved really quite a lot. You know, and we always like to hype people up, and you know, we like to celebrate achievements. Like, oh, you know, you got the last kill, well done. You know, good job.
100%.
You got a certain amount of kills, good job, sort of thing. We just love it because you know it's chill vibes, happiness, sort of thing.
And that's another thing too. Another thing that actually comes into my job as well is like I always tell my kids, and I tell adults this too, because even adults feel like they should be better at something than a kid is sometimes. They have this thing like, I'm an adult, I should be able to grasp this better than my child did. So if they're doing something that they've never done before as well, and they feel more, I tell them all the time, I said, anytime that, and this is something for all of you guys out there in the audience too. Anytime you do something and you practice it and practice it and practice it, and you get a little bit better each time, maybe you feel more confident in what you're doing. Maybe you're a little more sure of yourself. Maybe you understand the mechanics of a game better, or maybe you're doing something, overcoming something that you didn't think you could do, or going a little bit further in a game or whatever. Every time you get better, even by a little bitty microscopic bit that you feel is not enough to be considered progress, is progress. And you should totally 100% be happy about that. And you should totally celebrate that. And like literally, if you have been fighting like this, like say in like a Dark Souls game or whatever, and you're getting destroyed by these creatures or whatever, and you can't seem to get past the first area or whatever, and you finally get past it, you die the very next second. Don't be discouraged that you die the next second. Be happy that you passed the first section. And be like, oh my God, I can do this, and just keep going forward. And that's the best way to do it. It really is.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Night Aries.
Night
Aries.
Night. Oh, sorry, Musa.
Sorry, no, I was just gonna say, like in games, one thing me and Katie are always doing is just trying to be positive with people. We might not be with ourselves, but you know, for example, if me and Katie are playing, and I'm down in Apex, you know, I'll be there saying, you know, you're better than them, you know, like you can do this, you know, you got this, my queen, let's go, come on, fuck them up, you know, and and then she puts blood wipes, and I'm like, yes, you know, I'll scream, and I'm like, yes, you're a pro, you're a fucking pred, you know, it's like it's hyping people up, and it's also having that ability to say to someone what you could have done better. So, for example, when I've played Valorant with Malk before, you know, I've said to him multiple times, you know, I've said, don't use shotguns because at long range you're gonna die because it's not gonna do anything. But I'm not ever meaning that as a you're shit at the game, get it, you know, fuck off. I mean it's
constructive. It's constructive.
Yeah, exactly. Like try using this gun and you might, and you know. And it's about being able to do that with people and people realizing you only mean it in wellness, you know?
Yeah.
And me and Katie are always doing that for people. We'll just, she'll even say to me, oh, you try doing this. I'll try it. And I'm like, it works, you know? Or it doesn't work. And she goes, well, at least you tried, you know what I mean? You know?
Totally.
So,
absolutely. And that's what I love about it's not just the bad criticism or anything like that. It's just more confidence boosts as well, and more, oh, you could do this, you could do that, and that's, you know, and you see other streamers like do the other opposite, just like, you're shit, you can't even shoot, you don't know where the aim is, you can't even shoot up or down or anything like that. I'm like, that's not going to help. That's not going to help the
no,
person,
not at all.
And what I love about music, Katie, Aries at the time as well, they keep going, saying, you can do this if you're being QE, that type of stuff.
Well. Yeah,
100%.
And it's just, that's what you need. It's just like, we're not in a esports tournament, £10,000 or $10,000 event. This is just pure greatness that I've got to play with the legends, and I would say that from the bottom of my heart as well. Without them, I would have got further as such with the skills I had. I mean, when I play PC games now, I feel like it's a little bit different now because I feel like it's more, how should I put it, more different to how I got used to all the console theories itself, and it's just difficult. But as as it goes by, and you get the help and you get the supportive help from, from Musa, Katie, Aries. That's what you need. And yourself, Trans, at the start as well. I ain't forget about that. But you know what I mean? That's what you need. You need that positive vibes, positive vibes. I don't know why I said that twice. But basically, what I'm trying to say is that's what you need. The need for that.
100%.
Yeah.
As well.
100%.
Absolutely. Vanilla says, watching supported streamers just hypes you up as a viewer. Absolutely.
100%. Because as a viewer, you get excited because the stream that you're watching is excited, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, they got better! Oh my god, that's so amazing!" And, and it's especially if it's somebody that that particular streamer runs with regularly, and they've been struggling a little bit, and they finally made a breakthrough and made a little bit of progress, and you get excited just as much as the actual streamer does because you're invested in this person now. So you really want to see them get better. So absolutely 100% Vanilla.
The best, I will say this on stream, I'll say this on the podcast, the best moment was, as you guys know, I'm not the greatest shooter, but I do give my all when I'm the last person on Valorant itself. I remembered the day, I didn't stream or anything that day. I remembered, I think there was like 4. Remember, this was the Valorant. I think it was like a few weeks ago. Musa, Katie. I think it was that weird new building, that like the oldish building, like where you zip across the middle. I think it was. I can't remember. And I remember there was like 4 people against me, and I was like, "Oh shit! How can I do this?" And I shot 1. That was luck. Shot 2.
Hey.
That was double luck. And it was, and I heard Musa and Kayla. Yes, come on,
yeah.
That's what I love about it. And then when I got to the last one, I was trying to shoot instead of planting. I was shooting because I didn't have much time to do the planting. I was trying to shoot, and I thought, can I get this last person? And I missed out, and I was so annoyed because it was like that would be my mic dropped moment, and I would have left the building. I'm like, yeah, that's my best moment. I don't want to ruin it anymore.
Totally.
do you know what I mean? But that's what's the positive vibes, and that's what I loved about it. And that's what's great about it, because without you guys, there'll be nothing, to be honest. And that's what, there you go. There's the love hearts there as well.
Vanilla says,
yeah.
Hang on. I've got something to bring to this.
Vanilla says nothing bores me more than
Wrong
a
way.
streamer. Oh, yay! It's so amazing. I love it. He says nothing bores me more than a streamer who complains about the game, their teammates, and the enemy team for the whole match. Takes me out of rooting for them. Yeah, 100%. I get it.
I mean, I'll be honest, I do that, but like, I will talk shit about the game constantly. I'll complain about the game, but like, when it comes to other people, like,
yeah.
I have that positive sort of nature for people, just not for the game, because I'm like, sometimes the game does fuck you over. I'm just gonna say, like Apex servers are shit. So you're lagging half the time, but I do complain about the game. I'm a literally my bio says complainer, by the way. So it says gamer, complainer, and a passion for labor. So that's what you're gonna get. But I think if you don't have something to kind of balance it out, having something positive within your streams, then it does get a bit tedious. You've got to have some love and positivity, and you got to have a balance, basically, somehow.
Absolutely. Could you repeat what you just said there, Musa? Just try to get the words twisted again. The game and stuff. That was fantastic. He says sometimes you just can't get those games where you just can't help but rage.
Good point. Yeah. Good point.
I think I've never heard. I will be honest. The last time I heard Trans rage was GTA Racing. This was like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he's right. 100%.
I will be honest. Trans, as you know, guys, she's absolutely amazing. She's absolutely amazing. But don't piss her off. Do not piss her off at any point.
100% right. Oh my god, I so did, Day Senpai. I so did.
Right. We'll have to find out about that GTRP side of things.
In character, Olivia was mad last night.
Mad.
We'll get to that later.
We'll get to that later, absolutely. We've got about 3 more questions. Sorry, we're getting a bit dragged over because this is the double itself. So the sixth question is, what is a tradition that you do, or just something you do to hype you both up for before a stream? So what do you do, like get your confidence boost to start a stream itself? How do you do a ritual? Do you just like, oh, come on, let's do this, like that type of stuff? Not exactly that, but you know what I mean, that pumped up moments as well.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really have anything. I mean, it just sort of we just sort of wait for obviously each other to start the streams and then be like, hi, so just like having a normal hyped up chat, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think just
hyping
before
up the chat counts 100%.
Yeah.
Hyping up the chat counts.
Just before we stream, we usually have a little chat, like,
Yeah.
how are you? You okay? How was work? We have that little sort of, we talk about things that we obviously can't talk about on stream, sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then
we do that
on stream, we're in each other's chats and we just vibe, and we don't really have a ritual. I don't even, before I start, a stream, I personally don't have one either. I just sort of get on with it, I suppose. So it's a bit of a sad question to answer.
Yeah,
really.
that's 100% valid answer. And seriously, if you don't have a ritual, you don't have a ritual. It's 100% valid.
What do you do on yours then, Trance, when you do your streams?
When I start my stream, whenever I start my stream,
yeah,
you'll always hear me talking to my people. I'm like, oh, hey guys, how are you? Getting the chat all hyped up. We'll all get hyped up together. Most of you guys who have been in my chat will know. I'm like, hey, how's it been? Oh my gosh, guys, everybody doing good today? How are we doing? We ready to go? Ready to hang out? Oh, we got so much going on today. We'll get each other hyped up. We'll throw the hype. We'll throw the hype to each other. I used to play music, like hyped up music before my stream, to get everybody, ready for the stream and get in the groove and get in the mood for it, and just get ready to, to hang out and play and chill. But now I just pretty much, when I get in there, I just one of the first things I do is always interact with the chat, and I'll see all the people like, oh, hey, how are you guys doing? Y'all ready to hang out? Let's go ahead and have some fun. Come on, guys, go ahead and have some fun. So, I mean, anybody who's been in my chat can validate for that 100%. Vanilla.
I don't know whether that's I don't know what to say anymore for Vanilla's case.
I think you've got a fan, Milk.
100%. 100%.
Well, yeah. I'm not going to say anymore because he'll probably take it the wrong way. Speech marks.
Oh, come on! It's Vanilla. We're used to this by now. Come on, how many weeks has this been going on? That's all good.
It's been going on for 8 weeks.
All love to you, Vanilla.
All I love. Thank you for the posture check.
Ooh, you're welcome.
I'll try my.
We got to hydrate from Daya Senpai too in my chat.
Ooh, hydrate.
I've got to open a new fruit shoot.
I love it how Kate is just like, I don't drink it quick.
There's no other way to eat it. There's no way other.
I know it's on your mind, Key. Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit.
That why you were late? Jesus.
I'm not you.
I'm proud.
She has no shame. I've learned about user 100%. I've learned this last time she was here, and now no shame. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
Oh my god.
This is why we love the podcast, because it's all explicit. No fucks given at all. To be fair,
not at all.
To be fair. But for
that's
me,
why we're all mature content. That's 100% why.
Mature like cheese moments.
Yes. Shame is overrated. I'm all about that heat. Yeah.
Oh no, guys, we got 2 more hydrates. One from Miss Cat. How you doing? How you doing, Miss Cat? How you doing? And heat. The heat is on. That type of stuff.
There's one.
One. I love it how you keep saying
because I got drink in my mouth trying to swallow it. I was about to say something was taken the wrong way.
Yeah, no, you're saying it the wrong way when you're saying it on
I'm
there.
okay with it.
I
don't mind.
Fair enough. For me, when I do the streams, I just get pumped up and just like, come on.
We can be.
Well,
vanilla. I love it.
Vanilla is not vanilla.
100% vanilla. 100%.
Shouldn't the sentence just be "we swallow first"?
Totally. Now we got mouth like what?
Hang on a minute.
The look on his face was just precious. I loved it. Great.
Question 7 is: what are some things you are looking forward to on the horizon in your streaming careers? Do you want to say that again? Sorry, would you like me to say that again? Are you okay?
I heard it.
Okay.
It's a thought. It's a deep, thought-provoking question.
100%. I think maybe for me it's like building a proper community.
I'll tell you what, do it for your own individual career first and then the duo together. How about that? Do that. So whoever goes first with the individual, we'll do that and then we'll talk about yourself. Oh, that way.
Somewhere. There's somewhere on these cameras. Somewhere
on these cameras. So
yeah, I think probably for me, but like building up like a proper community and stuff.
Yeah.
Because obviously, sort of like me and Musa sort of share the same viewers sometimes. Obviously we do have our separate ones and stuff. But like obviously like building my own one on its own.
Okay, yeah. Building community, totally.
Which I think you are actually almost at, to be fair, because you've been doing really good in your streams lately.
Yeah,
so I'm excited for you. It's awesome. 100%.
As for me, see, mine's gonna start becoming a bit more difficult. So I've got a really, busy year ahead of me. And in September, obviously, I return to uni. So I will be returning to a very. I mean, I'm sort of, well, in theory, I'm full time actually, even though I only stream 3 days a week. But I will be going proper sort of part time when I'm at uni. It will probably be 1 stream like a week. So I'm trying to get that sort of I'm trying to get as far as I possibly can, basically, at the while I've got time. And then hopefully I just hope I don't sort of lose my community once I to go back to uni, because it's going to be really difficult, obviously, managing full-time uni, full-time placements, trying to get some streaming in, but also trying to play games with my friends as well on the side. It's going to be a really busy sort of time for me. So my plan is just to get as far as I can right now, whether that's growing my community further or whatever, and just seeing what obviously what comes.
Totally.
Fair enough. And how about you two as combined together as well? What's your thoughts of your careers together as a duet on streams?
I think we're always going to be streaming together. I just got a feeling. To be honest.
Absolutely. And obviously, like earlier, maybe thinking of doing something together. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it's got some stuff to think about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to get goals set in mind too, to reach as well as you're going about, and say, okay, well, we'll try and hit this goal each time. and you guys, and and moving forward, and even if you don't have a goal, like something to look forward to right now, just moving forward and saying, well, the next step would be such and such, to get to this point, and that's always a good thing too. That's 100% valid as well. So I mean, and you guys are doing this together as a team, which is awesome, and a different setup from doing it individually. So it's definitely something where we're feeling it out as you go and seeing how the community reacts and how both your communities are feeling about you guys both streaming together and all that stuff. So I get it 100%.
Fair enough. Fair dues. We've finally come to the final question for you guys. I know it feels like decades since we're doing all these questions.
It's been that long. Goodness, I'm watching the time. We're good.
We're good.
We're good. We're
good.
This is. I think this is quite the best question out of the return questions itself. Is what would you say is the best part about being a live streamer?
Yeah.
Probably getting to know new people. Like I've got autism, so I find it difficult to obviously make friends as easy as it would for like
in person.
I don't want to say I don't want to say like normal people, but
I know
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you
mean. Obviously I find it a lot easier to sort of make friends online, and obviously I have made quite a lot of friends online, which is quite nice. It's just a lot easier for me, so I think that's one thing that I've brought out, that's yeah.
Yeah, I mean, totally.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. It's a very good thing.
How about you, Musa?
I've got to sort of agree with Kay on that. The networking part. I mean, just to name a few. If I hadn't have started streaming, I wouldn't have met Heat. I wouldn't have met my friend Marvin. I wouldn't have met Kat. There's just so many people that I actually genuinely love dearly now. That without streaming, they would never have entered my life. And there's something so magical about that, I think.
Absolutely, 100%.
They are great people. They really are.
And also, like, I know, like, a lot of us suffer with, like, mental health. And when you do go on the stream and you have a really good stream and you've got people chatting, people are having a laugh, and sometimes people will gift you, it's just crazy, and you just leave and you think, wow, you just can't stop smiling. You think, why did I get all that tonight? Yeah, it's a little boost. It's quite sweet.
Absolutely, 100%. I got a bunch of chat here, so I want to catch up on that while we have the chance.
Yep.
Vanilla loves the banana filter that you have, Malk. He was saying earlier.
Banana.
And Dad Senpai changed his color because he didn't want to be red, and we have reasons for that. They're going back and forth for a bit.
Don't want to know.
Hey, my mom said I was funny and maybe cute once. That's the compliment I was given. And they're talking about making a custom design, which I think you should really totally do 100%, Day Senpai. I think it'd be really cool. He said pastel and neons he was thinking about doing. That sounds like a really cool design. And there's a lot of places you could get a hold of people to do that for you. It'd be amazing. And and sometimes the interaction is the best part. 100% is what he said last thing. So absolutely, I love the interaction that I have with the community here and in my own community, and just everybody who just comes and just hangs out with us is amazing. It's pretty cool. Even the streamers that come and hang out, you guys and everybody else, it's really cool just to have a nice place just to interact and have fun and just make friends that you get to see every week, or you get to see every few days, or whatever your streaming schedule is. It's just a really good thing to have that network of people. It's really cool.
Absolutely.
Good feeling. 100%.
Absolutely. And I do agree. The interaction and the chats and having a great time, as long as you guys enjoy the content as well that the streamers do. They give up their all for like a few hours of their time just to have a bit of banter, bit of laughter, and just have a good time. And the small streamers community should get more recognition than the big community as such, because
100%.
That's just the way it is. Hydrate, guys.
Oh, okay. Hydrate with a donut cup.
Best kind of cup.
So
totally.
So thank you so much for the answering to the questions. How was it for you guys? Was it good? You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Try to do it as quick as possible, but we did that in about an hour of
not bad.
So Trance will do a bit of the GTIP. Should be a brief moment. Should be a brief moment, and then the famous part, which is the Ask Us Anything part, guys. So,
which I know all of you viewers are like anxiously waiting for, because y'all always love that part.
Get creative, because I love being asked questions. So go for it.
So the comment that Daya Senpai said earlier, Xander was in so much trouble last night. First little lover's tiff of the relationship, 100%. There was some stuff going down, and he kind of went off and did his own thing and left Olivia hanging, and she's not about that. So she was so mad. He called her twice. She didn't even answer the phone, ignored his calls, wanted him to come looking for her. They had a nice little talk about it later on, which was really nice. As on another note, it's a day until the wedding, you guys. So that's huge. Like, that's a massive thing. We've reached out to a lot of our friends in other places that want to come join us. That'll be happening tomorrow night. If I can, and I'm hoping I can, get a recording of that, I will put it up on my channel so you guys can rewatch it as a video to rewatch later. And that would be great, so you guys can see the wedding actual ceremony itself, maybe something into the reception, depending on how things go. Xander and Olivia have been busy. Busy making plans for the wedding. Xander now owns another business in the city. Okay. So they now have two businesses between them. Been bouncing back and forth between the two businesses. There's been a little bit of dissension amongst some of the people that were problematic before in the city. And so they've been kind of dealing with that fallout as well and hoping things go well for the wedding. I think there's only a little bit left to do. Olivia has written her vows, and Xander says he's winging it. So there's that coming. And it's all good because, Xander's good about talking. That's what made him a great lawyer. So it's all good. But they're making plans for the wedding. It's been huge. You didn't do anything. I'm saying you're winging the vows, buddy. What do you mean? What did you do? What do you mean that? Talking about how upsetting Olivia? Is that you want me to actually go into detail on that? Because I can. Xander really upset Olivia. Like, we were hanging out last night. No, you're not always getting yelled at, Daya Senpai. Not at all. But I'm just saying that Olivia was very mad at Xander last night because he kind of went off and did his own thing and left her hanging, and she was really mad. And she felt like he didn't come looking for her, and that's a big thing to her, and she's really big about that, and they had to talk about it. Kale goes, lol, it sounds like Kai. You just said the first thing that came to his mind too. Yes, that's Kite and Call. It was our World of Warcraft couple that we had years ago. But yeah, they're planning on it. He's winging his vows. Olivia's written all her vows. They're getting the last minute things locked down. They're still working on getting a wedding arch for the wedding. They need to get a photographer because their photographer won't be able to do like bridal party and groom's party shots. They can do the actual wedding shots. They won't be able to do the pictures. So they're gonna work on that too. That's probably what will happen tonight. Most likely, we'll be working on trying to find somebody to do photography for the for the wedding. So, yeah, it's been a very. I haven't been as active in the city this week as I normally am because I've had a very, very busy week, and Daya Senpai can attest to this. So has he. We both kind of just been, in the city when we can be, and having Olivia and Xander spend the time that they can when they can, which is crazy because, like I said, it's the last week before the wedding, and now we're in the last, 24 hours, something like that, 36 hours, something like that, because it's 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So yeah, just over 24 hours. So yeah, it's there's been a lot going on, but it's kind of like boiled down to mostly a nutshell situation. Like I said, there's been a little bit of dissension with people who have been causing problems, and a little concern for some of our friends. But we're we're getting security for the wedding, so if anything goes down, we're secured, we're safe and protected. And a bunch of other things are planned and in the works, and I'll have pictures, and I will hopefully have video for you guys as soon as possible, because I won't be streaming that night. So if I can get that up, you guys can rewatch the wedding and enjoy that with Xander and Olivia and their special moment. So it's been big. It's big stuff. Big stuff coming.
Ooh,
watch the space.
Yeah.
Watch the space.
It's big. It's a lot of planning, you guys. It's a lot of planning. And we've had to make changes. We had to change our outfits and everything. It was crazy. They changed the color scheme and everything. It's been a lot.
But at least it's all sorted now.
Mostly. There's some bits that we haven't done yet. Yeah, and Xander's been doing hood rat stuff on the side too. So he's been getting himself in trouble a little bit. went to jail once earlier this week, right? Something like that. Got arrested last night. What happened? Didn't go to jail, but got arrested. So yeah, it's been a week of focusing on the wedding and what's coming up and their future coming together and all that stuff. So it's been big stuff.
Is that everything from GTRP?
For now, yeah. I think it's about it. Cool. Yeah, pretty much.
So I hope the wedding goes okay. All good.
Hope so.
And stuff.
Hope so.
But I'm sure it'll be an absolute smashing time as well. Do you know what I mean?
Like I said, if I can get that video, I will make sure I put it up on my channel so you guys can rewatch it and you guys can be a part of the wedding. Even though it's already happened, you can still actually watch what happens in the wedding and be a part of that specific moment with Xander and Olivia. So you guys get a chance to, enjoy that too. So even if you can't make it, like I know Malk, it'll be crazy early for you. So
it'll be like 3:00 in the morning at work.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah. Yeah.
So even if you can't make it, you can still enjoy it and be a part of that moment with Olivia and Xander. So they really are. I mean, they had a little argument last night, but they really still are like, they're still very much in love. They love being in love and like they're all about each other, which is great because
so cute.
Even though, it's so adorable. It's the sweetest thing. I reread the discussions. Sometimes I reread the emails that we send back and forth in character emails. And I'm like, oh, this is sweet. It's just the sweetest thing ever. Because he'll say the sweetest things to her, and she'll say the sweetest things to him, and it's really much. It's very awesome just to have characters that are just so in love with being in love with each other. It's great.
Ledge. Absolutely. Yeah. That is the latest updates on GTRP from Olivia's side. Tune in next week to find out what's going to happen in the saga of the wedding. Will it be okay on the day?
Olivia has already said that if somebody ruins her special day, she's going to hunt them down and kill them. She's already said this flat out.
I mean,
if somebody ruins my special day, they're dead.
Fair enough.
That's just number one rule. It's like Fight Club. You do not mention about Fight Club. Do not mess about with the wedding itself. To be fair,
don't piss Olivia off.
That was another thing I was about to say, but you topped it off with that. To be fair, absolutely. So we're coming up to the final ending of the podcast. I can't believe we've done nearly 2.5 hours already of the podcast itself. This is the Ask Us Anything part. Now you're wondering, where the hell have you been if you don't know what this does? Basically, Ask Us Anything. You can either ask me, Trance, or the lovely ladies of Musa and Katie, if I get the fingers right.
Hey, he got him. Yeah, go Milk. Good job.
So, thank you. I need my check after all that, to be fair. Basically, if you want to ask whoever you want to ask, please state the person that you want to ask us. Yes, if there's no I've said this every single
If there is no name listed, we will assume that it's for everybody, and we will answer it accordingly. There you go.
Thank you.
I got you, Milk.
Thank you. I always get in the shit if I don't get it right with that, to be fair. Thank you so much for that.
And we can ask each other questions too.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is your chance, guys. To be fair, well,
Vanilla.
Cheers.
Hey, he did pretty good. I'm proud of him. Good job, Milk. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, but next week I'll balls it up. It won't be that way. that one.
Well, we're switched, so it was almost weird.
Yeah. So this is a chance to ask us anything. So, like I said, Muse, okay, so you could ask us or ask me or Trans any questions. We could ask you as well, or Katie, any questions, anything that you want to know more from the podcast.
I'm just waiting for somebody to ask me what it was that I got in the mail.
What did you get in the mail?
I knew someone was going to ask that.
I'm okay with this. I'm 100% okay with this. I'll show you guys what I got. See, we're doing something at work. I'm helping somebody with one of their camps, and they're going to do a role-playing camp. So I, for my own purposes, as well as for this particular camp, picked up more dice.
Pretty
dice.
Ah!
It dropped.
Oh, we're sorry for difficulties, guys.
More dice, sparkly, pretty dice that have a little pretty like multicolor effect as well as glitter, and I got a whole variety of them. There's a pink set in here somewhere. I'll show you guys the pink set because the pink set will come up really nice on the camera.
Yeah.
This is a green set. It's really pretty.
Green set,
really pretty. And let me see. There's 6 of them. They all came. There's a set of 7 each. So all pretty colors to go with my collection of other dice I already have. I have a ton of dice already. So that's a brown. It's like a gold and blue.
That one's blue.
Pretty. I'm just looking at this pink set. What the heck is the pink set? I've got a red and gold, red and yellow. Really pretty. I've got pink set. It's gonna be the last one. Watch it. Watch it. Oh, here it is. Here's the pink set.
Oh,
it's pretty.
Pink and white. Yeah, so pretty. So yeah, and then I've got one more set which looks to be blue and like a lavender.
Ooh. I like that one.
That's nice.
So that's what I was doing while y'all were answering questions. I was putting all my dice in their specific bags because I want to keep them stored away separately because they're all sets. So, and for those who don't know, I'm a D&D nerd. Yes, I am. I'm okay with this. I'm proud with this. So I have like a ton of these, but I don't have that many full sets. So I think I have 4. This makes 10. So.
Fair enough.
Nice. That's what I got.
We got the first question from the chat. For everyone, favorite cookies fresh from the oven?
Chocolate chip.
Anything with a melty, like chocolate chip or like a raspberry cheesecake cookie or something. Anything with a nice, like gooey part to it. And I don't care how you take that. Take it how you will.
I'm gonna ask that question after. From that one. How about you, Musa?
Is vanilla American?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean we have sugar cookies and stuff like that. They're vanilla cookies.
So that would cover biscuits as well, because your cookies are our biscuits.
Yes, 100%.
Right. So I really like not that I've ever freshly made these because I'm not that good, but bourbons.
Oh, okay.
Bourbons are lovely.
And actual cookies would be like white chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh,
I mean,
that'd be nice.
Musa, that's just define white chocolate chip cookie.
I love the ones you get from Subway. The white chocolate chip cookies.
I know the white chocolate chip raspberry ones are the best.
Yeah,
so good.
They're so good.
They're amazing. They're amazing.
They're so good.
Just biscuits and stuff in general. Just, with a nice cup of tea.
That is the most British thing you've ever said.
No, seriously, I cannot have biscuits without. Look, no, seriously, hang on.
Have you got a cup of tea there?
No. I have a pack of digestives.
Okay.
And I have a pack of chocolate digestives.
I really thought she was going to bring like a kettle out then or something.
Yeah.
I could make tea upstairs.
Yeah, totally. 100%.
You know what the story is behind digestives?
No.
Well, let's go.
Well,
so, go ahead. Go for it.
Were originally made as something to help you go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
It helps your digestive gut. So that's what they were actually like a thing that doctors would say, have some digestives and then you'll feel better. And that's what they are. But now I just eat them because they're just delicious. So.
Malk has a bunch of like British snacks he's gonna send to me. He's already told me. I know a few. I'm like, I'm wanting. I told him I definitely want to try Jaffa cakes. I've never had Jaffa cakes.
Yeah,
I want to try one, and like a whole bunch of other things that I listed. I'm like, I'd like this, and I'd like this, and I'd like this. So you just pick whichever ones to get me. So send them to me. I'm good.
So basically, this was the list. If you want to know, Jaffa cakes, Galaxy minstrels, hobnobs, penguin. Not you, penguin.
I mean, Chance wants to try me.
Small. Oh damn!
Whip! Damn!
Bonk!
See, I'll put on the table just in case, just so we know. This is clear. We're good.
Damn!
Anyway, carry on with that list. Let's go.
I don't want to carry on with that list.
Penguins are good.
Yeah.
Penguins are nice.
I like a good penguin.
They have funny jokes on them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Eccles cakes, custard creams, and Viennese whirls. Viennese whirls.
Those are the ones I said sounded the best.
Miss Cat. Hello, Miss Cat. How you
doing? Hi, Miss Cat.
She says you need someone in Australia to send you some Tim Tams.
I said they actually sounded pretty good. Actually, there's some that are similar to those in the list that we were talking about. I was like, those actually sound pretty good. I'd be down for them, 100%.
Voila. Absolutely.
Those Jaffa cakes are so nice. Yeah, I really want to try them. I really do. 100%. Like I've heard a lot about Jaffa cakes.
They look like penguins. I think they are penguins.
Oh,
they're little penguin-shaped cookie things.
Yeah.
I thought you were still on about the Jaffa cakes. It's like they're not penguins.
I mean, you might have a penguin-shaped Jaffa cake. You never know. There might be something like that. Should be 100%. Just saying. I mean, that's a thing. They should make a whole market for it.
Oh, ledge, absolutely. You know what? There'll be a version of the penguin Jaffa cake moments, and that'll be on the Bish Bash Bash podcast.
Get on it, make it happen, take my money. That's all I'm gonna say. Take it.
Absolutely. Vanilla has asked another question actually, and normal question finally. Would you want to be a main character in a video game if a company offered to base it on you?
No, I'm very boring.
You're not. Stop saying that, Katie.
My life is kind of boring, but I'd be 100% like, hey, go for it. I mean, hell, I'm down.
Go ahead. if it was just like me as a person, then maybe. Yeah. If they were going to put me into a game, then that would be cool. But I don't think I would want it if it was like based off my life, because I am very boring. So, do you know what I mean? If it was me, yeah, sure, go on.
But you would be forever like in the world as this particular character with your story told. It would be kind of cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Just saying. How about you, Musa?
So I'm just going to say something. I don't know if you've realised, but there's a theme with me and Katie. Katie will say the basic version, and I always say the intense version of something. We're like yin and yang. So hers is, I'm too boring. Mine is, my life is so bad not to be over it. Like, it would literally be, it's such a depressing fucking game. Let's not even go down that road, right? It literally would be the most depressed. You know how Alice Madness is quite a depressing game?
Yeah.
I love that game.
Think 10 times worse. Yeah. You just don't want it. Like, I mean, how depressed do you have to be to want to actually play a depressed game? Like, so
I mean, there's a market for it. So I mean, people play it all the time for tragedy stories.
If they released on the deep web, maybe. But...
yeah.
Oh my god.
We knew that was coming at some point.
Yeah. That'll be nothing yet on that one, to be fair.
Now, how about you?
For me, possibly would be cool. Like prove the doubters wrong, like I've always been. And join with the crew, you guys as well. Be like badass crew. It's like GTA RP. but in real life scenarios. Yeah. So, but imagine GTRP, but in Valorant map itself, just like mad.
Okay, all right.
But that would be mad.
I mean, personally, my thing is like if they wanted to base the character on me and like give me this really cool, fantastical RPG story, I'm all for it. Make it a lot more extravagant than it actually is, and I'm totally down. I will voice my own character. I do not care.
I mean, I would love to do like Doc Brown from Back to the Future series, and just be me as him in the character, be my own way, my own version. I have my own DeLorean. Thank God for that, and it works for once in this life. On that one,
you're 100% right. People do like sad games. They play games for tragedy stories. I mean, it's a thing. It's a niche.
Maybe they'd make a lot of money.
They might.
I would buy your game.
Audience. It would basically be full of tragedy and sex. So I mean, it could work. It could work.
Could. I'll tell you what. Would you ever have? Would you be?
I thought this was going to be a sex-based question.
No.
I was going to say, would you ever have a threesome or something? I don't know. Anyway,
I mean,
you know what? Just because of how it led on, like it just felt like it was going that way.
I mean,
can I reiterate? I was not in the build-up to saying the threesome part itself.
We believe you, Malk. We believe you.
We believe you.
You're a good egg. Don't worry.
Thank you. What I was trying to say, without the threesome mentioned on the parts itself, is...
And now he has to specify this.
Yeah, I have to specify before it gets worse from the chat itself.
Vanilla, they're dying.
Is there a game that you would be in a particular... You know, like how I said I'd like to be Doc Brown in the Back to the Future series, like in the game itself. Would you ever be yourself in a particular different game that you would like to be in those characters type stuff? If that makes sense.
I would be me in a Final Fantasy game.
Like that, pretty much.
Totally. Yes. That's not even a question. 100%.
Sorry, go on.
No, I was just saying, how about you guys? What was your thoughts?
I would like to be a vault dweller in Fallout 3 or 4.
Hey. Totally.
They are my favorite games, and I don't know. I know it's like it's sad because obviously, like
it's not sad. It's fantastic.
It is fantastic.
100%.
So don't feel sad.
But
I think that's a really good answer. To be fair,
yeah,
I'd love it.
Would you say the same, Penguin, or would you say?
Oh, I don't play. I haven't really played those games, but I suppose we're both in a similar sort of situation where I would like to be in Dragon Age because, but more maybe more modern in a way. Like I'm very magey. You know, I'm a fucking mage. I know I am, but like I would be very much a. You know how, like in Fable, for example, in Fable 3, you either lean to evil or good. Yeah. I feel like I would be one of those people who was like chaotic good, basically. Like, I'm a good person, but I'll fuck you up, basically. Like, that's how I would be, basically, in Dragon Age. I would be very much that person who's going around trying to save everyone, but, like, if I come across someone who's really, like, doing bad stuff, I would just, like, just... cut the head off.
Yeah, totally. Follow by your own rules. You follow by your own rules, which are your own rules for life, and you do them in the way you want to. And there's nothing wrong with that. I play chaotic good characters all the time in D&D. I love playing chaotic good characters. They're fun. Mad. Chaotic good or chaotic neutral, the best. The best.
You've missed the question there, Malk.
Yes, I am building up to that question. Thanks, Katie.
You're smiling
now.
She's so helpful.
She is definitely helpful with this. Thank you. For me, what male celebrity do you think is very fit?
I want to know.
What do you want to know?
Because you never told me this. I want to know. I'm invested in this question now.
Who would you say is the most like attractive male?
Yeah, totally.
I would say Daniel Craig for the Bond movie at the start, but then he's got older and stuff.
There's nothing wrong with getting older.
Fair enough.
Okay. Daniel Craig in the older version.
Daniel Craig.
So we have now learned that Malk thinks that distinguished men are attractive men. There we go. It's 100%. Okay.
He likes distinguished gentlemen.
Daddy Craig got it.
Okay. Yeah, 100%.
There you go. I'm not sure what Heat was on about. I don't know if that.
I know what he means.
Oh, I know what he's talking about too. I know where that conversation came up.
Okay.
He knows I would. So yeah. Anyway, of course.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm trying to think some.
That was during the threesome discussion there.
Yeah.
That's what that was about.
I was just trying to think. Oh, now it kicked in when music.
Now we got it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of good ones. I think what other remake games that you would like to see come back, like Doom, like the old original Doom? Was there any other games that you guys would like to see remade in the Unreal Engine 5?
So we just mean like remastering, basically.
Remastering, basically, yeah. Which I should have said at the start, but I mean, I elaborated.
I've given my answer to this question 1,000,000 times, and I still stand by it.
I'm going to ask you the next question, don't you? You know that. What was it? GTRP or Final Fantasy 14?
I'm still playing more GTRP because it's still the answer I'm responding to on this one.
I
haven't even touched FF14 in a while.
So we've found our answer from GTRP. We've been asking for many weeks, haven't we?
Yeah. Okay.
She's gonna kill me after.
It's okay, Mel. It's okay.
How about you, Musicator? What's your thoughts of a remaster game in Unreal Engine 5 that you would like to see?
Mine's going to seem a bit strange, right? Because it's not really like a game series or nothing. But there was a game I played quite a while ago called Lollipop Chainsaw. Right. Basically, have you ever heard of it? Basically, you play as this cheerleader who fights zombies and stuff. And it was such a good game. I really enjoyed it.
And now I can't. Yeah.
And I played it once and they never brought it back out. Like, on Xbox One or anything. You couldn't play it on anything. I absolutely loved it. And I reckon that would be quite fun in Unreal Engine.
Nice.
Okay.
And I reckon these guys got that achievement that they should know what it is. Because I did.
I never played it, but I did hear about it, so I do know about the game. So,
how about you, Musa?
Well, I'm just thinking back more sort of nostalgically because who doesn't want nostalgia, right? So a couple of games that came to mind: Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
but imagine it a bit more like real.
Yes, totally, 100%.
I also think about two very specific games, and they're going to seem very odd, but Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex was one of my favorite games as a kid, and you got to see penguins and seals and evil people and and ice and shit, and it was great. And I thought if that was like made with today's graphics, that'd be really cool. And there was another game which you might not know of. It was a game called Rascal.
Rascal.
So it was like a PlayStation 1 game. And I, as a kid, because me and my brother used to play it, I used to call it the house game because you were a kid in his house and you had to go around the house, and it was like you would play against like different levels. There was like a fucking Wild West level. There was like there was just like different sort of levels, and that the quality is really bad. It's really,
that sounds amazing though. That would be so cool.
It was so basic, to be honest. He had like a little ray gun and then like, pew pew pew, and it was so simple. But for me, I remember that game.
No way.
I have said this before, and for those who are here who are new, who haven't been here to the show before, I have always said that I would like to see Legend of Dragoon remade because it had to compete with Final Fantasy VIII, and Final Fantasy VIII was such an excited, anticipated title that see, that happens sometimes to me. It was such an anticipated title that it kind of got overshadowed. The game got overshadowed, but when I played Legend of Dragoon, it's probably one of the most underrated games, the most underrated story ever, because it's such a great game. And I would love to see that remade in Unreal Engine because there's such really cool magical effects that are part of the game and things part of the storyline, and like the world was just beautiful and for what it was at the time.
Yeah.
But I would have 100% loved to see that in Unreal Engine 5. And I keep saying, somebody remake Legend of Dragoon. Please give it its due credit because that game is so good. And it just didn't get a chance to really shine because of Final Fantasy VIII. So.
Fair.
I've got a list that I would love to see. I would love to see. There's quite a few N64 games I would love to see it remade on Unreal. Diddy Kong Racing, loved that game. Absolutely loved it as a kid, and I will still play it to the day. I'm sure someone made it in Unreal Engine 4, not Unreal Engine 5, but they made the map at the. Do you remember the island map at the start where before they go into like the different worlds? Someone did that, and it was so real. It was just unbelievable. I have to send it to you one of the days. But
totally.
Crash Bandicoot, obviously the original. I know they remastered it, but it did.
That was kind of fell flat though.
Yeah,
a lot of people were very disappointed with that remake of the trilogy. Really, they were.
I think it was because it made it a little bit easier for like the achievements, like it did with the PS1 version.
Yeah.
The Drive. Do you remember the Driver series? Do you remember the Driver series? Driver 1
We've
and
talked
2.
about this, yeah.
Yeah. So PS version, no PS1 versions. PS2 can bugger off because Driver 3 was disappointed. To be fair, I'm trying to think of another one. I did have another one in my head, but it's gone now.
It'll come back to you.
There was another one. My head's gone now, and I'm looking at all the games.
Didn't you once say GoldenEye? You want to see it remade?
It got remade, but
like with current graphics in like an Unreal Engine 5 situation.
If they did it with Unreal Engine 5, that would be freaking awesome. To be fair, there's so many that you could just say that I could pick, but then I could be here for hours and days, and these guys would probably hate me if I stayed up till all night.
Keep them all night, apparently.
yeah. But the I mean, like I said, those games brought me so much enjoyment, so much fantastic times. I don't know what to say. It's just absolutely insane stuff, to be fair, and I would love to see them all in Unreal Engine 5, but we have to wait until it gets to Unreal Engine 10 before we see those properly remade, unfortunately.
Maybe. He says Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex is my first Crash game, and Vanilla says I'd like to see Blood Rain 2 remade.
Ooh, I have to wait and see. Hopefully they'll try and push on to do some more stuff. Vanilla, another one. He's on the ball today. With normal questions for everyone. If you could be a Batman villain, what would your name aesthetic be?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer this question. I might think about this for a minute. I am very partial to like the femme fatale villainesses. So I would want to do something like that because I don't know. I just don't know why I like to do that, but I just do. And I think that it would have that type of feel about it just in general. And I don't know. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. I mean, but she'd have to have like a real good reason as to why she became a villain. Like she has to have a good backstory. Well fleshed out, not just, oh, one day I just want to be bad. Fuck this shit. And just go off and be bad. I mean, I don't want that. I want to have like a reason why she became who she was. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that would be my answer.
Well, I'll just laugh in my head because I can think of something a few weeks ago that you hate that name, which I'm not going to mention on the podcast.
Better not.
That would be funny. and epic.
No.
At the same time. It would be funny.
No. Go ahead and answer. That's the end of the story. Period. Dot. Go ahead and answer.
No. How about you, lovely ladies, Musa, Katie? What's your thoughts of this?
I kind of agree with Trance, to be fair. Like, I would definitely be sort of so like I was thinking like Poison Ivy cross sort of Harley Quinn. Very much you know, like James Bond, he's a womanizer. Like, kind of like, I feel like I would be like that sort of character, but a female version, basically. Someone who works in seduction and mischief and, you know, it's just very playful almost in a psychotic way. And I like the whole idea of having an actual real, like you said, a real reason as to why there's had this personal development has happened, not just my daddy abandoned me. No. I'm talking like I'm talking like something.
Somebody clip that. That was amazing. I love it.
I'm talking about something realistic, something really, you know, genuine, like some girls can relate to. You know,
yeah.
100%. You know, I'm not gonna say some things, but you can kind of like imagine something that basically says fuck people. It's like I have this feeling of I hate people generally because like people aren't innocent, animals are innocent, for example. So mine might be focused around like a love for animals, kind of like Catwoman, you know, like a love for animals, but like maybe comes across one person in the world where she really loves and trusts this person, you know. I don't know. Kind of like not like
note,
go on.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you know how like you have the Harley Quinn and Joker. I hate that relationship because it's toxic, and people go, "Oh, that's just like me and my partner." Well, you're in an abusive relationship, but I would want to be my character would be someone who genuinely has a true soulmate in the world, who that one person's the only person she can trust and rely on, and then there's the animals.
You would like my character Raven that I made for D&D games, and I absolutely love her because her story is epic. She is a rogue, and she's a tiefling, and she has this I don't need anybody attitude, but the reason why she's like that is because she was orphaned, and she was trying to be friends with all the kids in the orphanage, and they all treated her with prejudice because she was a tiefling. So they'd like, oh, she's got to be evil. And the lady who ran the orphanage was the same way, treated her the same way. And so one day they played a really nasty trick on her, and she ran out and got found by the guards of the city and was brought back. And the orphanage matron was like, I should have known I could have had problems with you, and put her in solitary for like 24 hours. And when she was like a teenager. And she just sat there and just dwelled on what everybody had done to her and how they had treated her, and that made her come to this mindset that if they weren't going to play by her rules, why should she play by theirs? So she was going to be her own person and do her own things. I always say that Raven as a character is a person who will walk into a general store and will be watched because the guy who's running the store is, you know, like, she's tiefling, she's going to cause problems or whatever, she's going to be chaotic or something, because a lot of people a lot of tieflings can be evil since they have demon heritage. And so she's walking around, and he'll keep an eye on her the whole time, and he'll look at her, and she'll put something on the counter, and he goes, are you going to pay for that? And she's going to like look at him, throw money on the ground, and glare at him intimidatingly and say, if I wasn't going to pay for it, you wouldn't be standing right now, and walk out. That's Raven. That's Raven for you. She is like, she's a good person on herself. She's neutral, but she's like, these are her own rules because nobody wants, she can't follow, they're not going to follow her rules. She's not going to follow theirs. She's going to try and be a nice person. They're going to treat her like shit. She's like, I'm not dealing it anymore. So I'm going to live my own life. She's amazing. I love Raven. She's the best. She's so much fun to play.
How about you, Katie?
Her name even was like the bird of death. So I get to play on that. So yeah.
Nice.
Go ahead, Katie.
I think I'd just be Catwoman, but I'd throw cats at people.
No cats are harmed in the process. They're like indestructible.
Yeah, no cats are harmed. You just throw them at people, right? And they scratch them all up, fuck them up, they die and all that crap, and then they go back in my bag, and we carry on with our lives. Do you know what I mean?
I'm all about it. Hey, eating cats at people. I'm all about this. This is great.
I'm down.
I
Hey, that would work in the sense of
I have a cat.
Hello, baby.
There you go. I'll
Hey, sweet baby.
Do you want to be yeeted?
Hello.
Do you want to be yeeted out of a backpack?
No.
So cute. Oh my gosh. Hi,
Hello.
She looks so pissed off.
She does. She's like, oh my god, what are you doing to me, woman? Peasant, put me down.
You love me.
Hi, Kirsty Kryptonite. Hi, darling.
She's so soft.
Jeez.
We're doing good. We're on the last segment, so you came in near the end of everything. But so good to have you here. All the love.
Oh, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you so much for the bits, Kirsty. Absolute legend. For me. Oh, I could say a load of things, to be fair. But vanilla may think differently as well. For me, I like to be the Joker as such, but with a twist of a Riddler, and he's got a pack of cards like armored.
The Joker.
That actually sounds badass, Mel. That sounds hella badass. That really does. Like, I'm legitimately impressed with this.
Banana.
This is freaking amazing.
I can't imagine you being so eccentric though, because that you would have to be very eccentric. Like both of those characters are so over the top. So it'd be interesting to see you.
So extra.
Yeah,
I reckon you could do it though.
Keep it cool and calm, but then when it gets the time to kill,
set fire to people.
Yeah, we're like, but then in Vanilla's terms, we're like, that type of stuff.
All right, Mickey.
No,
no, sorry.
You have to work on your maniacal laugh, though, Milk. You have to have a maniacal laugh.
Right.
You have to work on that.
Hang on. I need to kick the Malibu kicking in. Hang on.
Okay, go for it. Go for it. I want to hear your best maniacal laugh. This is framing, my friend. This is framing. We're fleshing out your character. Come on, let's do it.
Improv.
Totally. That's not bad. It's pretty good.
Oh, good. And I'll tell you what, Vanilla, just for you, mate. If you want me to become the big banana king, I'll be like banana. There we go.
I was just thinking as well with the whole idea of mine and Katie's that we would actually, just from how we both described our people, like we would meet in that world. Totally. Because like you love cats and I love animals. Like what I mean? What are the chances of two villains finding each other and both liking animals? So
nice.
Best friends in both the fantasy world and the real world.
I could just throw penguins at people instead, and they get impaled by their beaks.
Oh, I can just imagine that. Like, you got the gun, you got a penguin. Pew! All right, that'll be it. No, and I think Katie's just having a clip moment.
Katie's not even paying attention.
I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm paying attention. I'm just finding some clips.
Vanilla saying we deserved a Poison Ivy and Harlem movie.
We do. I would love one of them.
I would love just the girls. You know, the villains, the goodies, just girls.
Yeah, Harley Quinn's TV show is amazing. It's so full of girl power. It's amazing.
Hell yeah. All about it.
I would love a movie, though.
You never know. When you've been pestered at everyone, make it happen.
Come on,
make it happen. No.
Stanley would be there.
You're missing out on money.
Make me money.
Give me money.
Give me money.
And make sure that whoever came up with that idea is credited.
Absolutely.
Royalties galore.
I'm trying to think of some more questions. Vanessa says maybe we'll get a Poison Ivy in the Reeves trilogy. Yeah. Did you just say Marvel, Katie? That's what Heat says.
Why would I say Marvel?
Well, that's what Heat said.
It was me that said, it was me that said Marvel and Stanley because I was like trying to make a reference of Marvel would be annoyed because it doesn't matter. It was a deep layered joke. I was basically saying because obviously they're competition and make them money because you have to make another movie to smile.
Yeah.
It was me. I'm sorry.
How dare you? How dare you think I would make such a joke?
She wouldn't make that mistake.
Because I know smart. You are no smart.
You've been rejected because you're no smart itself. I've got a question to you two, actually, Musa and Katie. Would you ever change Apex if you had to make your own game called Apex Legends 2? Would you ever like to see that happen? And it was made by you. What maps would you like to see as well? Would it be short?
I feel like we share a couple of ideas that we'd get rid of straight away.
I would improve the fucking servers. So for one thing,
okay,
because the servers are terrible. They're just literally the worst. Definitely get rid of Storm Point. Have Olympus all the time.
so basically,
I agree.
So basically, like a Fortnite, one map, doesn't change. That's it.
Well, maybe we could have some World's Edge and King's Canyon just to spice it up, but only like 20 minutes, one game worth.
Yeah, just one game worth. And then Olympus for 3 hours.
Exactly. And no bold Wraith skins.
Yeah.
Zilch, they're gone. In fact, no Wraiths at all.
No Wraiths.
No Wraiths, no Octanes, all gone.
All right.
All Lobas. That's it.
Better cheat fucking recognition.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'd actually ban Smurfs.
I'm sorry, you're too small to play this game. Ban Smurfs itself.
I know what you mean.
I know what you mean.
When people actually support Smurfing, I'm like, nah, just say you shit at the game.
Yeah.
Smurf.
Absolutely. I'm trying to think of some more. Okay. Another question for you two. I know you said earlier that you would like to see you two to grow and have a rumor that you two've got a thing for the duet streams.
Roomba.
Not what you're thinking.
I mean, there are rumors. Just saying.
Yeah. I did. If it was,
may or may not be true.
may not be
the rumors are true. Yeah.
I did not expect that answer to come out that quick. To be fair, what are you two going to be planning, like as streaming, for the next 5-10 years? Are you going to try and be the duets, or the duets, like the I can't remember what you called now. Those little toys, you showed us earlier.
Nessie.
Oh, Nessie.
Yeah. Will it be the Nessie duos, the Nessie duets? Is that going to be? What's your plan? Are you going to try and get to like 200 followers, 500 followers, or just see how everything goes from you two together?
I think everything's uncertain, obviously, with music going back to uni and stuff like that. So it's just kind of like playing it by ear at the moment. So there isn't really like a plan for the next amount of years. Obviously, it's just doing whatever, whenever, really.
And that's totally okay. I mean, sometimes you gotta play it by ear until things sort out. You know what I mean? I completely understand.
I mean, the thing is, in 5 to 10 years, say I do qualify and stuff, I'm going to be working, full time. That's a lot of hours, and babies might, I might have a baby one day, and things just change. You just don't know. But I know for certain that if we can, we will.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Even if it's just that, even if me and Katie only get to play a game together once a week and it ends up being that we only stream that day because that's all we can do, we will just try our best no matter what, but you just never know, do you? Someone's PC might die and we might not be able to afford to,
Yeah.
Get another one, and that might just 10 years later, you know, you finally have to get one, and so you just don't know. But we'll try.
Yeah,
always try.
Just play it by ear, don't we?
Yeah,
absolutely. I just love that smile, then, Katie. Like, nice. But yeah, but say you didn't have the uni part, would you have gone ahead straight away? In the say you didn't have the uni at the time, would you have gone straight to the plan as such, or is that still in the works? I know it's hard to say because
it's. I mean, like, the thing is, if I didn't have, if I didn't have a career, then this would be my career. Yeah, if that makes sense. This is my hobby. This is my side hoe. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically,
totally, I get it.
At the minute, it's my career because I'm not at uni. But when I go back to uni, from that point of qualifying, I will have an actual career, and this will continue. This will just return to being a hobby, you know. But if I say I didn't have any ambition, no career in mind, then this would be it. I would try, obviously, and be more full-time, more extensive, you know, on work, you know, more YouTube, you know, that would be my plan, but that's just not ever going to happen. So
I mean, whatever happens, like from as of tomorrow or wherever and stuff, I hope everything goes okay from your uni side stuff.
Yeah, totally.
And wherever happens, I hope you two would like to see the Nessie duets or Nessie duos as well. That'll be epic as well. Because I know you two will be. I've known you two have known. It feels like you've known each other for decades, let alone a few years, well, a year or two, shall we say? But that's what it feels like. It's just the love and the friendship that you two have done. Like, don't leave me until I stream. Yeah, that type of stuff. Like, you two, it's like talk and cheese. It's like you're there for each other. You never leave, and it's good. Don't ever leave each other, please, on stream, because it will be catastrophic moments for myself. To be fair.
Aww.
But yeah, it's just mad. To be fair. Yeah, thank you. There we go. With the love and stuff.
Love for everybody.
I mean, have you guys got any questions for us? I bet you've got loads of questions for us, or at the time. But if not, don't worry. That'll be fantastic. If not, but I'd like to hear your thoughts. I mean, we've only had a few from Vanilla, which is on the ball. Strangely enough, on the questions part. Not during the chat, but during the questions part, he's on the ball itself. So
he's on the ball during the chat too. Come on, let's be honest.
Yeah.
He is. To be fair,
100%.
He is. To be fair, I mean, without the meetup of the games at the time, I wouldn't have never met Musa or Katie or Aries at all. To be fair, so and it feels like I've known them for decades.
I don't even really remember how I met you, to be honest, Malk. Like, now I'm thinking about it, I don't even remember how we came across each other.
Among Us, all those years ago. I think it was about a year ago.
Among Us with you? I only played like twice, I think. Katie played it. You played a lot more Among Us, didn't you, in that server than I did.
I remember you being in Aries' stream, and she was like, "Oh, go and see Retro," and then you played a game with us, and it was like, "Oh, it's like, you know, never not known you."
Yeah. Those were the days. Back in our day, to be fair, that was
back in our day. Well, me and you have known each other for years, Milk.
Two decades, it feels like, to be fair.
In a good way, but yeah, we've known each other for years. Like, we knew each other during, we met each other through Teddy, actually.
Yeah.
That's how we became friends. Yep.
Like
live. 5 years ago, something like that. Crazy.
Yeah. But but it's just I saw your streams. Well, I've seen all you guys do the streams as well, and you all got your own iconic personality, which I love about, and you care about the viewers, you care about the fans, whereas other so-called toxic bastards, you know what I mean, like
vanilla.
You know what I mean?
Before the Fire Nation / Vanilla attacked. That's okay. It's all good.
Are you sure?
We're glad you're here now, Vanilla. We're glad you're here now, buddy.
Are you sure? I'll tell you what. You know, when you guys, this is for everyone, even myself, to be fair. But would you ever change your branding at all? Would you ever change since you first started at the time? Do you regret changing, like, have the branding itself at the start? Would you ever change it at all?
For me, this was my first identity. I mean, I only got my first PC in 2017-ish, and it was made up of one of my ex's old bits, basically, and it ran like rubbish. And my name had Penguin in it, but the first part was related to him. Oh. So this name that I have now is my first original identity from when I left him. Yeah. So I'm glad that I stuck to this, because it doesn't matter. Like, I've known people 3-4 years in other servers, and they either call me Musa or they call me Penguin, whichever they prefer, you know. And I couldn't imagine someone calling me anything else. I mean, even like Katie's the only one who calls me by my actual fucking name. You know, no one else calls me. Everyone else is Musa or Penguin or Penguino. Or so I'm kind of glad that I stuck to it, because clearly it's just people like it. Otherwise, they would make their own, you know, sort of nicknames, if that makes sense. You know.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't.
I have actually been talking about rebranding my community, but as far as like my streaming brand, I don't think I would ever change that. Even though I got some like flack when I started out, like the first year or two I started out, it's like, oh, you shouldn't be, you know, saying you're a gamer girl. And da, da, da. I'm like, I don't really give a shit. It was originally supposed to be trans gamer, but I couldn't take trans gamers, so I had to add girl to it. So I mean, so I just go by trans now. It's all good. But I've been talking about branding my community again, coming from a trans nation to something different, because my first 50 picked trans nation. And I was trying to see if my community has any suggestions for a different community name for us, but I haven't heard anything yet. So right now, as it stands, we're still the trans nation. So it works out.
Watch this space.
Watch this space. Let's see, totally. We've got 2 rumors going on in the Bish Bash Bosh podcast itself. How about you, Katie? I know you said briefly about the naming of it, but would you ever change now? Or would you ever not, or leave it as it is?
No, I quite like my name now. It's always nice when I go into like you know, chats and stuff, and people say it, and I'm like, that sounds really good. Like, well, I feel it sounds good anyway. You know, even if other people don't really like it, you know, I love it. You know, I feel like it fits me quite well.
It does, and it really matters of how you feel about it, no matter what anybody else says. It's a matter of how you feel about it. So
yeah, I love it.
And I know you've changed your brand a couple times, Mel.
Yeah. I had Wolf Gamer 2017, and then I stopped. Still got the same wolf icon, but changed a little bit. I still kept it, because I thought I was going to change it. And funny enough, I was about to change my branding actually, and I showed it to a few people, but I didn't get a chance to, because I'm just an idiot by doing it lastminute.com moments of streams. So I'm going to wait for that until the right moment has kicked in. But I still got that theme of the wolf and the retro side of things. I should have put back in the day on the slogan type stuff. But
that's your tagline. Retro wolf, back in my day.
Back in my day. Yeah.
Tagline. Iconic. I love it.
iconic and stuff. Vanessa, so we've confirmed that Mark has got a Daniel Craig poster. Unfortunately, mate, no.
You should.
But
Totally.
but the reason why I love the Joker, and I'll say this again, I love the Joker. I love the Heath Ledger performance.
Yeah.
Do you have a Heath Ledger photo?
Wait, I haven't got the.
Anyway. I'm waiting.
We're holding on there.
Ooh, nice.
Love
That's hella nice. I love it. It's amazing. It's beautiful. I love
that was
it.
like a comic. That was like a. I'm trying to not to blind the screen, but basically it's Comic-Con. Someone drew that and printed it up.
Hella cool. I like it. It's really good.
But yeah, I do have a poster, but it's not Daniel Craig. I'm sorry for Vanilla's sake. But Heath Ledger was like my iconic Joker, and
hell yeah,
I think everyone like
he did such a really good job.
He's my favorite Joker as well, for reference.
Absolutely, totally.
I think there was rumors of him coming if he obviously didn't do the overdose at the time. I think he would have come back for the third one. Correct me if I'm wrong. To carry on with the story of what happened, but obviously,
sadly enough,
yeah.
But that is pretty epic. I like that.
But that's what I love about Comic-Con because people do different drawings. They had like all the horror ones as well. They had like there's some iconic ones like Freddy Krueger, you know. But that Heath Ledger moment of Joker, like I would be him, but with a bit of a Riddler moment of character. Look at little twine as well. So that'll be good stuff. But I'll tell you what.
He has a question. He has a question he threw in there. He did.
Yeah. I'm just going to do that now. Does anyone have a favorite comedian?
Michael McIntyre. I was going to say Mike Myers then.
Mike
Myers? No, I was like, I mean, is he funny? Like,
really? I mean, it could be funny.
It's that morbid humor, you know?
Yeah, it's the stab humor. Yeah, I like Michael McIntyre. He's a good guy.
Mad. How about you, Musa?
Well,
You're gonna say Lee Evans, aren't you?
I like no. I like a few different people. Michael McIntyre was one of mine, but I'm gonna actually go with my top favorites, which are Sarah Millican and Jimmy Carr.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I hate Jimmy Carr's laugh.
I love it.
I can't stand it every time I listen. I'm just like,
I want Jimmy Carr to make a your mum joke at me. I really do. I want him to just turn around and go, I fucked your mum. Like, I just really want that for myself. Also, another favourite is Alan Carr.
Oh,
love
Alan
him.
Carr's
God bless him. What a beautiful human being he is. He actually performed at my local area many years ago, and it's the place where I live. I'm not going to mention that obviously for safety reasons, but it's actually mentioned on on one of his DVDs. And I live in the middle of nowhere, so that's my claim to fame. It's my claim to fame. Goodbye.
Trans
association. I do not have a favorite comedian.
What?
No, let me elaborate. See, the boyfriend is the one who just sits and watches comedian compilations for like hours and hours on end. If I hear somebody who I think is pretty cool or I think is funny or whatever, then I'll be interested in it. But normally I don't sit there and just watch comedians like that. However, I do know of Jimmy Carr, and my boyfriend does like Jimmy Carr as well. So I hear a lot of that going on. And a few others that I've heard him listening to, and I'm asked, who's this or whatever, he'll tell me, and I can't remember him right now, but there's sometimes I'm like, hey, who is that? Because they're like pretty funny or whatever, and he'll tell me. But I don't actually sit and watch like comedian compilations like he does. So I don't have that much experience with which comedians are which. I've always been a fan of Jeff Dunham because I absolutely loved his work. He was really good. He's hilarious with his ventriloquism, but it's not like a favorite thing. Like, I just like his work, but I mean, aside from that, I don't have like a particular favorite that I actually like really like. So
fair
yeah,
enough.
I mean, it's valid.
Okay, I take everything back when I said you what? You do not have a favorite comedian? I've got a few, but I've actually beaten a few of them live, which was epic. I'm sorry, Katie. You've already said that you did not like the sweaty comedians of Lee Evans, but he's absolutely class. I've already got all the DVDs. He's funny. He's just mad funny.
He annoys me. I just want to punch him in his stupid face.
What's he done to you, Katie?
He represents ADHD in a really bad way. I just want to say that.
Yeah, fair enough.
He just flails everywhere and sweats and he just looks like he smells.
He's the opposite of Prince Andrew.
Yeah, he is.
Fair enough. There was Jimmy Carr, but it's this laugh. I can't do it properly. Just like
he's a donkey.
You heard it here first, guys.
Yeah, fair enough. Who else? I've actually seen Dara Brain, the guy who does Mock the Week live.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool. He did crack. He did crack. He did actually do crack. There was a show called Live Crack. Oh, I can't remember the show name. No.
Oh my God.
No. He didn't actually do. I'm so sorry, Dara Brain. You did actually do crack. It was the actual.
You can at least afford the good stuff, Malk.
Yeah. There was like
you could get heroin.
Yeah. I can't remember. Yeah. I think I've broken trance. Yeah.
Malks.
It's just the visual in my head right now.
Okay.
I got going on. I'm just like.
Oh, that was it. Was it called the Crack Tour? I'm sure he did the Crack Tour. That's what it's called.
I thought it was cracked with like CRACKED.
No. Like crack, like CRAIG or cray.
Cray. Oh, right. Right. My Irish crack. Okay. Irish crack is very different to fucking crack. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's just my pronunciation.
We love you, Mel. We love you. We love you so much.
Sorry, Dara Brain, if you do ever listen to our podcast and you caught that, you didn't actually do that. I'm so sorry, but it's the Irish crack.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He did the tour.
Does Irish crack taste better than normal crack?
That's a good question. We should ask somebody.
I don't know.
For academic purposes.
Can't say I've tried it personally, but I'll let you know if I do.
Please do.
And let us know just for reference because we want to know.
Yeah.
Academic purposes.
Season 6.
Exactly.
The Return of Musa Penguin. Which crack was there?
Oh no. What have I done on this podcast?
Excellent question.
Moving on from crack.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of some other comedians that
I'll throw one into the mix for you. Noel Fielding.
Oh, what a guy.
Ooh,
what a legend.
Love him.
So sweet. He's so sweet. He's like so like gothic and alternative, but he's so sweet. Like, he's just a cutie pie.
I know Bill Bailey did a few comedian shows like Billy Connolly before he had his dementia kicked in as well. But yeah, mad, to be fair. I'm still gobsmacked what I just said earlier. To be fair. And I feel bad. But he did, that's like the Irish one.
Hang on,
It's fine, Malk. It's fine. It's 100% okay.
It's not, because I feel bad at the same time. He did a tour back in 2012. I'm sure it was 2012. And there was like Mock the Week show. I don't know if you
Mock the Week. I watched Mock the Week,
Yeah. There was one.
Me and the boyfriend both like Mock the Week. It's hilarious.
the ones I loved the most that I did not realize it was out before was called Whose Line Is It? Anyway.
Yes. Whose Line Is It Anyway? Yes.
There was two guys that were from UK. I can't remember their names, but they're freaking hilarious.
There's the UK version of Whose Line, and then there's the American version of Whose Line, and both are amazing in their own ways.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so many. I know this has gone from comedians, but there were comedians in the show at the time. But yeah, it was mad.
Yeah, nice
to
stuff.
Be fair.
We've made a lot of interesting
discussions
today. This is great. I'm all about it. I love
this is what happens when you have us on the show.
I love our show for this reason. It's the best. A little bit biased, maybe. But,
biased. I think this show's going to get cancelled. The way I'm going to keep saying every time. To be fair, the crack of the
there you go, Vanilla. 100%.
Absolutely. I'm trying to think of another one, guys. I'll give it another 5 more minutes before we stop the stream. Have you got any questions, guys, for anyone at all? You got the chance to ask any more. Well, I mentioned about my favourite Joker of Heath Ledger. I'm sure the heat is on. Mark Hamill with a favourite Joker. How about you guys? What's your favourite Joker?
Oh, I've already said Heath Ledger, so.
And I agree with you on that one too, 100%.
Yeah, I agree. Heath Ledger.
I think it's unanimous. I think we're all about Heath Ledger.
I think we had a ding ching moments on there.
Favorite Batman.
Favorite Batman.
You guys are gonna be so mad at me. Go ahead.
Keaton. He was really good. Val Kilmer was just like, and then don't mention about the freaking George Clooney version. Jesus Christ!
No,
the bat suit with the nipples.
Yeah, the
bat nipples.
Yeah.
Bat nipples.
The bat nipples.
Are those the shots?
No, that's the robot in Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked Christian Bale.
Okay.
But they were obviously I grew up with those films.
I agree. I was gonna say him as well.
Yep. I don't know. I mean, I am more familiar with Keaton than Bale, but you guys are gonna hate me because I'm not really a Batman person, but that's okay because I can appreciate it.
I'm not
going to say George.
No. I mean, not Clooney, not at all.
Thank God for
that.
But
I mean, but yeah, I'm not really a Batman person, so
that's okay.
That's okay. That's
fine.
We'll let you off.
I have flaws, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not perfect.
Same. Bloody hell, Vanilla. Jesus.
Yeah, I was already laughing at that one though.
Yeah. Vanessa's Mark Hamill for the animated series, Heath for film. That is true, actually. I'm surprised Mark Hamill did like the Joker at the time because you didn't think at the time when you was young, you were like, shit, he's good voice actor for him, and it was epic. But that's just mad. To be fair, absolutely mad. But yeah, it's just insane stuff. Have you got any other... Guys, you got one more question. Is there anyone will have one more
Adam
question?
West, best Batman.
Adam West.
And the worst. So we've got one more chance, guys. Anyone can say one question. If not, in the next few minutes, we will stop the stream, stop the podcast. So be careful with that.
Time's running out, guys.
See, I need to do that countdown theme, Katie. Thanks for that, for reminding me of that theme.
You're welcome.
So this has been an awesome episode, guys. This has been great.
Yeah,
I had lots of fun. It's great. All about
It's been very enjoyable.
Oh, good to have you guys back. Thank you guys so much for coming back and hanging out with us. All love to y'all. Y'all are amazing. We had gift subs. We had hydrates. We had all kinds of cool shit happening. So
yeah,
all kinds of crack.
Yay!
All kinds of crack
100%.
moments on that, which we'll probably forget about as well in the near future. Can I just say, I don't think we're going to get any more questions from anyone. Can I say a massive thank you to the lovely, lovely, fantastic women of Musa and Katie as well.
Yeah.
Have you guys enjoyed it in the podcast?
We have.
So, would you
answering for me? Wonderful.
Yes.
It's already started. Help me. She's controlling.
Whoa.
Shut up.
I said side wifey. Side wifey. Just saying.
I didn't know which side it was.
I love how Katie was just like,
Just like,
is it there?
Which way is it? What?
Is it there? But it's just, is it there? It's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Can I just say thank you so much, guys. You've been absolutely amazing. Would you guys come back?
A third time?
For a third time?
Third time's the charm.
Third time?
Third time, fourth time, anytime.
Whoa.
Hey.
Get
there
in!
You go. Down for all of it.
Cha-ching moment.
He knows all about that.
I'm not saying one word. It's not shaking but not stirred moments. Fantastic stuff. But yeah, cheers for that, guys. Absolutely amazing stuff that you two have been doing. I know you two will be wherever happens. Musa, I know you said you're going to go back to uni. Wherever happens, I hope everything goes okay, and I wish you all the very success in the uni side. The streaming side, individually. I'm saying it individually, and then I'll do the duets for you two. I promise you that. So I wish you all the very best of luck, Musa, in your quest for gaining loads of followers and loads of success in your streams as each and every single day. Katie, same. Please, like I said, ever since you started your new name, always Miss Rye. I hope you always are Miss Rye. I hope you are. Please keep doing what you're doing. You both are amazing. I could give you both hugs all day long, and I'll never let go.
Reese isn't here to give hugs, so I'll just give long distance.
There you go. There you go. I don't know what happened to Reese. He was begging to start, and he's just not chatting.
He might have had to leave. It's okay. It happens.
The chat got too sexy, so he had to. Yeah.
No, Reese is usually okay with that.
Yeah.
Reese usually sticks around for that.
Yeah, it's just a saucy moment.
Too saucy.
Too saucy. But yeah, as a duet, I've seen you two do the streams and try and contribute as much as possible. And don't drop what you're doing. The followers will come and be successful in what you guys do. Bring the banter like you always do, 100%. Each and every single week.
Bring the bands.
Bring the bands.
That's saucy. Never. Yeah, totally. I don't know who they're talking about, Vanilla. Not at all.
Vanilla? You know what I spell? Z bullshit on that one. So, Z bullshit. But yeah, good luck, guys. And I hope to see you again. Hopefully, either this season or maybe next season. We don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. I have to get some contract talks or talks itself. But can I just say a massive thank you to everyone that's on the stream. I keep getting. I'm doing Katie moments now.
All the love to you guys who come here with us every single week and chill with us every single week and make this podcast what it is. We love you guys so very much. Absolutely love you guys.
Can I say the hostess with the mostess? I am going to call her by her new name for one brief moment.
You're not. You're not. Don't call me that, please.
The hostess.
Don't call me.
The hostess. Is this Malibu? Is this Malibu kicking in?
No.
Why you gotta be a bully?
Because I'm the host with the most. That's why.
But she's the hostess with the mostess.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you not understand consent?
Bitch.
Got an army on you now, Mel.
Can I just say thank you to the hostess with the mostess, trans gamer girl.
Thank you.
H girl. And you said it there. You said it. Nearly.
If Daddy Senpai was here, he would totally call me that 100%. He did it in City too. I was like, no.
What would you call? Why?
No,
what call you?
It's not happening.
Why?
No, don't do it. No, don't egg him on. Don't egg him on. Don't do it.
What, call Fudge Girl? That type of thing.
Oh God!
Don't do the egg.
Oh.
I'm never gonna live that down, guys.
No,
I'm never gonna live this down.
I was the host with the most, Malk, aka Retro Wolf Live. Thank you so much for everyone. Next week we'll find out what's going to happen next week, but for episode 9,
let you guys know.
Yeah, I think Trans is gone after I said that. But yeah, absolutely insane stuff. Thank you to Musa and Katie. I'll catch you guys later. We'll be well with the next streams. And peace in the Middle East, as always, each and every single week. Anywho, let's roll out and get partying.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.